Hello, welcome
Hello.
everyone. As you can see, today it is just myself and Kina. And
Yeah, a
yeah,
lot of circumstances.
yeah, some scheduling stuff and just RL stuff. So it just ended up being the two of us for today. I
Ye-
imagine by next month it will be back to normal. Uh,
Hopefully.
hopefully. Yeah, but uh, just without much, I don't know. But how have you been, Kina?
I've been okay. I this is like the week right before my final class week for this class.
Mm-hmm.
And so so the past few weeks I have been doing a in-depth company analysis once a week basically with other projects as well. And I'm dying, but that's okay.
Oh God! Oh no!
We're mostly fine. It's okay. I'll survive, I'm
um,
sure.
Mostly fine, I guess, is better than fine, right?
I mean,
No, wait, that's not how that works.
no,
Fine is
it's
the
like the opposite.
fine is the
This
definition. This
guy.
is the mostly fine. Yes, mostly fine. He is. Hello,
Hello, Alex.
Alex.
How you doing?
Uh huh.
Hope you're doing absolutely fantastic.
Yes. How's your day going? Hope you're having a good time.
Yes, hopefully.
uh, but yeah, exam. You said exams or like?
It's not exam week, but like I do have two company analysis to deliver,
Ah,
and it's just go on.
yes. Did you guys
Did you
go
guys
off
go off
on a
into a
tangent?
tangent yet? I think we
We,
just swapped to the actual calls, like
I think so.
actual show
I don't
screen.
know.
So
We just came up. Keep up the streak, yo.
yeah,
Hell yeah, we are.
hell
Tangent
yeah,
streak. Why
tangents
not?
every day.
Let's do it. The-
I mean, like the other day, Tarun and I were talking about fucking Baldur's Gate, or sorry, not Baldur's Gate, Eldest Souls, because I was playing it for the backlog, and then we just tangented off to fucking genres,
That's
and I was just like,
true.
what the fuck?
We talked about
We just-
genres, about how they're not so well defined nowadays,
They're stupidly
especially
defined. I hate them.
especially RPG and also what was it? Souls like and RPG were like the main two
Yeah,
we were
Souls like
talking
in
about.
RPGs specifically, or the ones that bothered me the most.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I think most people, I assume, would define Souls like as any game that's very difficult. Um, yeah, very difficult. Usually in a medieval setting. Usually a dark
I
medieval
think
setting.
I think at this point they don't anymore. Like because people
Yeah.
say that Armored Core is a Souls game, and I strongly disagree.
Yeah. So I think the main criteria is
Just very
very
hard, basically.
very difficult, and some would say environmental storytelling. I think mostly
Yes.
people talk about the difficulty.
hmm
And third person, I guess. I don't know, is that important?
I think so.
Are there any first person Souls like games that we know of?
I mean, I mentioned that King's Field is basically like Proto Souls, and that was a
Uh
first-person game.
oh, okay, okay, okay. Okay,
hmm
so have people defined it as such, as Souls like?
People who have played it do,
Okay, played it, dude. but
but most people haven't played King's Field, I think.
but if I were to look it up, would it be a Souls like defined
I
like
don't know.
or-
Let me look it up because I'm curious now.
well, yeah,
King's
but
Field is a action role-playing game by From Software. Yeah, they just call it an action role-playing game, which I would honestly say Souls genre is basically that
oh,
with like the extra like
I mean it's from
environmental
software,
story.
right?
Yeah, it is.
The people who what I
Made Dark Souls, yes.
yeah, define the genre Souls more, yeah,
Yeah,
rather than made it
it's
because
different developers, like different directors. Sorry, but yeah,
okay, yeah, okay, because I remember you said there's a game before any other
yeah, it's
FromSoft
King's Field
games.
that I mentioned. Yeah,
All right.
I mean it.
Oh, I didn't know it was first person. Okay,
It is first person. Yeah,
okay, okay, okay. Huh.
yeah. It was made in the year I was born, so it's old.
Damn. What platform?
It's Um, PlayStation. I think PlayStation
Oh.
1.
Oh, okay.
I think it
Oh.
was also on Windows at some point, but like I don't know. Like I only remember it on PlayStation 1, watching my dad play it.
Oh, hold on. Just to clear something up, Rosare, I see you're in chat, but I'm sorry you cannot send messages. I don't know why you can't send messages.
Wait, what?
I just saw her Discord message on the server.
Wait,
By the way, guys, there's a save
I'm
point Discord. She
wait.
can't send message.
Which trolling dude? She was messaging me during my stream earlier.
Action could not be completed. Please try again later.
I'm assuming it's since because you just moved countries, right? Like maybe it didn't
Oh, could
like
that be
catch
it?
up.
She is a
Like
mod on this channel, so
yeah, she's a mod, so she shouldn't have any issues.
we're always thinking of you, Rosaire.
Yes, we are always
You're here
thinking of
with
you,
us in
Roser.
spirit.
Don't worry. But
Okay.
yes, welcome in.
Welcome in. Yes, but yeah, another genre that we kept talking about was the RPG genre because it was just it's
Yeah,
also
because it doesn't have the role playing aspect anymore.
no, it's I think the way it's being defined now, it's not like there's RPG and then there are games with RPG elements.
Yeah, but like people just say RPG games though at this
Yeah,
point.
I think before they used to say elements, and then now it's just like it's easier to just say
Yeah.
RPG because now people, I guess, kind of understand what that means, even though it's not
Yeah.
properly defined.
Yes, I will always be salty about how inaccurate that is though.
I mean, well, yeah. I mean, I don't. I guess there isn't really anything that can, like, if someone wanted to point out those elements, like, what else can they kind of say other than to break it down what it is?
Not like you wouldn't be able to with short words basically, I would say.
Gear building? No. Like,
Yeah, like with gear system, but like the thing is like with gear system you kind of immediately think about something like from not from Destiny, like looter shooter style games like yeah, like Destiny, like what's the other game, Neo,
Neo, yeah.
where like there you get like a ton of loot, but like you find something you want from that like mountain.
Mm.
Basically.
Oh, but that's like looters, right? In general, like something like say God of War, you're not looting, but you do have a gear system, right?
Yeah, but like if you say just like gearing, that the first thing I think is like looter shooters.
Yeah, but I believe most looter shooters are defined RPGs, like just because they're well, I guess Destiny isn't, huh? But
I mean,
Neo
technically you
is.
roleplay as the Guardian in Destiny, but like basically they don't give you any options though.
Yeah, there's no choice in your story. You're just like
Yeah, I
part of
wish
it.
there was more options, but it's Destiny,
But
so you
like
know.
something like Neo 2, you have options, right? You
You
have
have a lot
choices.
of options in Neo. It is like the thing is with Neo, it is an actual RPG game,
Yes.
which I appreciate.
And then there's God of War, which just I think the only RPG element it really holds is the gear system. Other than that, not
Yeah.
really. Yeah.
Mhm.
So when people say RPG for something like
It's
God of
just the
War,
mechanics, yeah.
yeah, for God of War, it'd just be the mechanics. Or I guess would people nowadays then just call like an RPG game just this is our okay, for example, God of War RPG, Neo True RPG. Is there just gonna be a name for that?
Like I think at this point, like Neo, like people say it's a Souls like,
Yeah.
but like it's really not. Like you've played it, right? Like you
Yeah,
know
yeah.
it's basically not the same kind of game. Like it's more like like Neo feels like a third person Ninja Gaiden more than a Souls game.
I agree.
Just because
Yeah.
yeah. Have you played Ninja Gaiden?
I have played one of them. It probably wasn't the good one. I don't remember what it's called, but it was third person, like a hacker slasher.
That's pretty much what it is, but
Okay.
like extreme difficulty, like harder than Souls. Like that's what it's famous for though, actually. Like being harder than Souls games.
Yeah, I don't remember owning it, but I do remember playing it. I remember just really enjoying the 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 gameplay, the combat mechanics. I think I
Mhm.
played a demo. I think that's what it was. I think I played a demo of it
That
back
would make
in
sense,
the
honestly.
PS3 era, I believe.
So
Yeah.
not the originals then.
No, no, not the
Well,
originals.
actually, I don't know what the original was, but
It
yeah,
was
not the
definitely
point.
not the first, yeah. God, yeah, I kind of missed out on that game because I did enjoy the gameplay, but then I never actually got a chance to ever get a hang on, like, my hands on it to play it.
Mhm. Yeah, I actually have only like watched somebody play. I've never actually played it myself.
Oh,
So
okay. Yeah, my
yeah,
my extent is just demo, and I think it's just
fair
like
enough, honestly.
the city is like in a city or something, and a bunch of
Hmm.
monsters are just coming out in the middle of the street. It felt
Yeah,
very
and you play as new Hayabusa, I think, from Dead or Alive. If you've
yeah.
played that too.
I have played Dead or Alive, but only one game ever in the past.
Hmm.
And I just remember Ninja Gaiden feeling like an anime, like Bleach.
I mean, it basically is, like mechanically at least.
No, it's just because the setting of it. It's like you're in a city, and then all these like
And then
et-
you're just a ninja.
et- ethereal like monsters are coming out of the blue, and then you're just slicing them down. So I'm like, this is like Bleach.
It is.
Oh yeah.
I just think that's funny.
But yeah, I've also like in terms of anime though, I've caught up and watched an anime called
I have
Mashle.
heard of it, but I've never actually seen it myself.
Oh, so it's called Mashle Magic and Summon, and it's got a bit of a mix of it's like the same similar humor to like One Punch Man or Mob Psycho if you've seen that or read that.
A little bit.
Both are by the same author.
Mm.
One. I don't think Mashley is from one. I'm not sure actually. I haven't looked
No, I
into it.
don't think so.
Yeah. But it's a similar concept. You have this one really OP dude who's just like beyond imagination, like powerful. Um
Yeah.
but the
I
twist
mean, One
is
Punch Man.
yeah. The premise in this is I think like Mashley, the main character,
Hmm.
he has no magic powers.
But he just
And
punches things.
he's just really strong and really
Muscle magic,
fast.
bro.
Yeah,
It's
muscle.
magic. It's magic, bro.
No, but because he grew up with no magic, his guardian, I guess, adoptive guardian, basically just had him do physical workout and learn martial arts growing up, like as much as he could. Uh, Only as a way to have him defend himself. He also didn't himself realize how powerful Mash became until Mash had to show off a bit, like to protect, there's some circumstances. Um,
Mhm.
but basically, he gets enrolled into a magic school, and now he must prove that he is I guess, a functioning member of society. Because I think in this world, if you don't have magic, they usually like imprison or execute you because you
Mhm.
don't fit in the world. Um, so yeah, he's just really OP. Uh, Enrolled in the school, and he's like outperforming every magic user as someone who just never used magic.
Muscle power OP,
Must
bro.
have, I believe there's like a broom race, and this is a clip I saw before even seeing the show. He There's a race on a broom race. So obviously you have to fly on the broom, right?
Of course. He just jumps with the broom, I'm assuming,
No, he throws the broom first, jumps
and then jumps on
onto
it.
it, and then looks like he's flying. But like it happens so fast, no one knows what happens. He just throws it, gets on it, and then all people see a split second later is he's already at the finish line on top of the broom.
Oh my god. That makes me think of that one villain in Dragon Ball, like OG Dragon Ball. I don't know if you've seen it, but
I've read it.
um th- yeah, okay. So that one villain who throws a pillar and jumps on it as a means of transportation.
Oh,
Like in
yeah.
like to get to Goku. I forget what his name is, but yeah.
Oh, I forgot his name too, but I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
I've
yeah,
seen, yes.
Like I just think that's the most entertaining way of transportation.
Agreed. Just like, yeah, momentum, right?
Yeah, let me just break this pillar off of this building and just yeet it and jump on it.
Yee.
Yeet!
Yeah, but honestly, it's the anime was more fun than I thought it'd be.
I mean, it sounds absolutely entertaining.
It's just because this Mash guy has the same attitude as like Mob Psycho and One Punch Man. He just doesn't really give a fuck about anything, unless like his friends are in trouble. Then he's like, okay, you fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
Similar concept, similar humor. So if you guys do like One Punch Man or Mob Psycho, Mash, I think something you could check out. There's only 12 episodes so far, and I think the last episode was in June. So I don't know when the next ones are coming.
I mean, I'm assuming that like it's gonna take about a year for them to continue.
Yeah, I think so. I believe
Like that's how seasons usually work, right?
Yeah. I
Like I
believe
mean,
that's
usually there's 4 seasons, but like usually they don't release consecutive seasons.
I think what was it? At least they're not doing what Naruto used to do, and I think some anime still do. Like when they're waiting for manga chapters, they just put a bunch of fillers in the middle.
Dude, fucking hate fillers because it got Rurouni Kenshin the anime canceled, dude.
The fillers got the anime canceled.
Like there was so many fillers that like they just ended it.
Oh, that
because
explains...
like they couldn't keep up.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I don't know much about Rurouni Kenshin, but I know it was a much respected IP. I know people like the manga. I know people like the anime, but I know the anime didn't finish. And then I think I was watching Giguk's video, Garnt's video, about recommending. He's recommending anime top 10 gateway animes or something. I don't know. Like,
I'm assuming Rurouni Kenshin was one of them.
It was, but he commented first. It's unfortunate what happened, and I wasn't sure what the unfortunate thing was. But I guess that makes sense.
Actually, the unfortunate thing is a different thing.
Oh, really? Because I'd say getting canceled by fillers is already kind of like shitty.
Yeah, it's a different, worse thing. I don't know if it's something we want to talk about on here.
Oh, okay. I have no clue.
It's that level.
Was it something to do with the creator?
Yes.
Okay. Controversial or just
extremely?
Okay.
Like, okay, let me type it to you.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, type it to me. Well, that's interesting. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even want to type it out, so I had to abbreviate it.
Okay.
Like the thing is, like I will always still love Rurouni Kenshin, but like
Right.
It's a bit hard to recommend nowadays.
I see. Okay.
It really depends if you can separate the author from the work, I guess, mentally.
I think in most cases it's okay to do because just because the work that comes out isn't all the author's work, even though they might have been heading it. It is always a collaborative work, any big project that comes out, but of course there's always the main guy heading it all. Yeah, I mean, okay. But yeah,
apparently there's a new Rurouni remake of Rurouni Kenshin that's been coming out, and I'm kind of considering watching it because it's Rurouni Kenshin, and it's really nostalgic for me. I just haven't had time to yet.
Okay. I don't know. I haven't seen much of it at all, really. I've just seen some clips here and there, especially from the live action movie.
Dude, the live action is actually some of the best live action anime I've seen.
Yeah, I saw some choreography in there, and I was like, this is actually insane.
like they took it from the manga and made it work.
Yep.
Like it's so goddamn good, dude.
So good. Wow. Yeah, I don't know what I did not know that. Okay, that is okay, well. But you know,
Yeah.
Mob Psycho, right? That ended. Mob
Mhm.
Psycho ended. Good show. I hope it comes back, but I don't think it will. I think it told its
I
story.
mean, is the manga still going?
I think it's a limited
Because
run
like,
from the beginning.
I mean, fair, honestly. Like,
Yeah,
if an author knows when to end the show, I always prefer to like
yeah. I
being
mean,
forced to continue like how Bleach was.
yeah. I mean, he's also still working on One Punch Man. Um,
Yeah.
I did read ahead on the manga a bit after season 2, and I was like,
Mhm.
oh, we didn't get this much excitement from season 2. Like
Yeah.
it's there's actually a lot of cool things coming up, but after the direction season 2 took on like its budget, it's just like I
Mhm.
don't think it's gonna live up to it.
Oh, One Punch Man?
Yeah, One Punch Man.
Yeah, I remember reading up until like where the anime stopped, and then like I
Mm.
think something happened in school and I was distracted and I never went back to it, and now I don't remember where I was.
I
Bro,
think
I spent like I read the original webcomics for a while and I was like, why does everyone talk about how good the art is? And it's the original like hand drawn fucking comics, like by like the like
yeah.
author, not like the artist.
Yeah,
Like the
yeah,
author who can't fucking draw.
yeah.
And I'm just like, why does everyone like simp the art for this fucking thing? It looks like shit. And then like, but I was like, I'm entertained enough though because the story is good.
Yeah, the story is good. Yeah, I've seen like some excerpts from the original author. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, the original comic from the author, and yeah, of course, I think once it got picked up, he got an artist to actually draw it for him.
Hmm.
And those
I
ones
mean, I
look
think
good. Yeah.
he like, I think it was just a. I don't know if it was picked up by a publisher and then they got the artist, or if
Oh.
he and the artist just agreed to do it.
Because I think he still makes them, right, in his
I
original,
think
in
so.
his own style, and then I
Yeah,
believe,
yeah.
and he releases them. And then
Hmm.
like the artist, I guess, takes it and then makes
Does it like cleans up the art and sends it to the publisher, I'm assuming.
cleans up, more like redraws the entire page.
I mean, I mean, I mean, with art like that, you gotta.
Yeah. It's just a point of reference is what he got.
Mhm.
Mm. Yeah, no, yeah, I'm hoping to see One Punch Man at least pick up in its animation game. Season 2
I
was a
think it
bit
really depends
disappointing.
what studio picks it up, right?
Yeah, season 1, I forget which studio it was. It wasn't Mappa or Trigger, was it?
Let
Those
me
are
look it
like
up.
the deep big two.
Um, One Punch Man Studio. One Punch Man was Madhouse.
Was that for season 2?
Season
Season
one.
1. Season 2 they
Yeah,
changed studios.
it was JC Staff. Of course, it's JC fucking Staff.
Oh
That's
no.
why the quality dropped.
What did they do?
So they've done a lot of good stuff, but their animation's never been great.
Uh-huh. Like they have
Like
good IPs.
they did the original Tsukihime, which if you know me, you know I really like that series.
Uh-huh.
But also I read the novel, not the anime, and the anime was a travesty.
Oh, but
um
they
hmm?
worked on Weathering with You, apparently.
I doubt they were the main studio working on it if it
Uh
was good.
it just says with JC. Okay, it doesn't actually say if they're the
Yeah.
main studio.
Like they also did Mahoroba. Um wait. Uh Zero no Tsukaima as well.
Mm-hmm.
Nodame Cantabile. Uh
Prison
and
School?
Shakugan no Shana. Hmm?
They did Prison School.
Did they?
I see Prison School on their
Hmm.
anime. on
Yeah,
the,
I actually grew up with JC staff. And the I feel like the issue with them is that like they had good animation back then, but it hasn't gotten better at all.
Hold on. They did not do Food Wars. No way. Food Wars actually looks good though. Well, the food looks good. I guess the animation.
Ah, so they're the ones who fucked up UQ Holder.
I think like in terms of like bad animation in anime, I don't know if this anime I'm about to bring up in
Well,
particular is
mhm.
the worst, but the one I'm thinking of is Seven Deadly Sins season 3. That's
Like I feel I think my issue with Seven Deadly Sins is that like I never like could get myself into the story, and then I saw the memes with the animation for season 3, and I was like, I'm never watching this shit.
thing is, I think I watched or I watched 2 seasons of it, and then when it came to season 3, the quality dipped like even more. It's already dipping. Like season 1's really good, I would say. It's actually really entertaining.
I
Uh,
could not get into like the first season, dude.
I know, but I'll admit I was getting a little frustrated watching because the whole time I was waiting for Escanor. Um,
Mm.
I've seen so much about him and heard so much about him. I was like, I want to see this guy in action. And dude
And
has
then you
like one of
never
the
do until
cool.
later.
Yeah, it's like so late into the show, but when he did come, I was like, yes, finally. And he's so good in every scene. But he's like the only character I like in the show.
Mm.
But yeah, season 3 I stopped like I think after 2 episodes because the quality dipped so much. Like story was bad.
Yeah, that makes
It
sense.
like it wasn't even really making much sense, and then the animation was so bad too. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, like I saw that scene I think where the very popular screen grab that everyone shares of Seven Deadly
Yes.
Sins, where Midias, I
The
think,
meme.
yeah, Meliodas or something, his name, the main character is on the bed.
Meliodas, yeah.
Yeah, Meliodas, he's on the bed and he's just like drawn
It
so
just looks so
poorly.
stupid.
It looks like a doll.
Have you seen some of the fucking Naruto off like this
Oh, but like they're
like the off looking scenes though?
in between frames, right?
Uh, I think I think they are in between frames, yeah.
Like the Sasuke one's very popular.
Yeah, the Sasuke ones.
Yeah, that's definitely an in between frame because I remember seeing that and then it was just like yeah, it was
I think
him like gearing up for the fireball
yeah.
jutsu.
Yeah.
I think the weirdest
There's a few more.
the weirdest it ever got was Shippuden, and it was a fight with Pain. Um, I don't know if you.
I didn't watch the anime there. I read the
uh,
manga.
I also read.
I've only read the manga actually.
I also
For Naruto.
only for Shippuden I read only the manga. I don't think I ever watched the
Mm,
show, but I'll share like a screen grab from it. Uh,
okay.
I don't know
Are
if
you gonna
this.
put it on the stream or are you gonna
Yeah,
send it
I'll
to me?
put it on the stream.
All right. So my reaction's gonna be a few seconds delayed because I'm just on Twitch.
uh, hold on. Where is window capture? Why aren't you capturing? There we go.
Is it ever?
All right. Do you see it?
Oh my god. I don't know how much of that laugh you got, but I started laughing the moment that you saw like it popped up on screen. But like I know that Discord sometimes just stops when I start laughing like a maniac.
It is far greater than yours.
I mean, looking like that, I understand that sentence.
Yeah, these are all the in between frames, but I believe like
Yeah.
in the actual anime, it does like you see a lot of it just
Yeah.
because. Yeah, so this is when it got the weirdest, but I was not. There it is.
Like
I
that just
it made sense
wow.
in motion, but it's a kind of a weird direction to have show
Mhm.
motion like this.
I
But
feel like the
I guess
thing
it
with
worked.
like Naruto though is like even in the fillers, like they kind of knew their limits. So like they in during filler arcs they were always like less action heavy.
Yeah.
So like it never really looked that off. Like this looks like weird as shit, but you know.
And this is the Sasuke one doing the
Yeah.
fireball jutsu. Yeah. But yeah, I think when people share about the animation in Naruto, it's always in between frames. Like they always show some weird looking like boom.
Just yeet.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, but you know, we've been doing far more than just anime talk. Uh
Hmm.
I personally have been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate 3 and
I have as well.
and I have still not finished. I believe my save, I checked recently. My save
Before
has
before we start on Baldur's Gate 3, let us put like a disclaimer that we might be talking spoilers since Tarun is in like
yes, I'm
I
in the
think
middle of Act
like
3.
mid late act 3, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I don't know how far you are, but yeah.
Yeah, like I guess like mid Act 3 somewhere. I don't know. But yeah, Baldur's
Hmm.
Gate 3 act spoilers. Um
Hmm.
yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know.
Mhm.
I I checked my save and I believe I'm like 86 hours on my save. The game I
Mhm.
have 115 hours. I think it's because I leave it idle a lot of times sometimes.
You leave it idle, and also we played that one session together,
Oh, true. There was that one session as well.
which we spent like 3 hours in character creation because of technical issues.
Yes.
It was more like an hour, but you know,
Mm.
it felt like
And we
three
got
hours.
we got pretty far. We didn't fight at the Grove yet, did we? Oh no, we did.
You saved pretty far, but it took us like 2 hours to get to the grove.
Well, hey, we're finding a lot of people. Okay.
Did we though?
I don't know. um, but you know what's funny though? I found the Grove on my first playthrough because of
Mhm.
Lae'zel. Like I freed
Yeah.
Lae'zel, but my party was full, so I told her to go to my camp. And
Hmm.
it was so weird to me because at that point I didn't even know I had a camp.
Right?
The game never actually tells you you have a camp. Uh,
Yeah.
so I was like, wait, I have a camp and she's gonna go to it? I was like, yeah. So I started following her because she runs
And
off. And then she led me to the grove. And I didn't know that was the grove. I thought, I guess this is my camp? I don't know.
I think
uh
that's hilarious.
yeah, but no, now I know, of course. But
Of course, of course.
but yeah, I got like 86 hours in the game and I don't know how you and Tim finished it in 60 hours.
I
Um
don't think he did finish it in 60 hours, did he?
I don't know. Actually, yeah, no, I don't know how long it took Tim, but it,
Yeah, I only took 60 hours.
yeah. I mean, you missed, from what I hear, you missed a lot of side content too, right?
I did all of the side content I could until Act 3, where I was like, fuck Lae'zel. And didn't do her side quest. But I actually do regret doing that for my first run because I did it in this playthrough, and it was actually fantastic. Like even disregarding Lae'zel, like even if I don't have Lae'zel in my party, I would go do the side content
Right, right.
just because it's actually like one of the best fights in the game, and also has some of the best gear to loot
mm. Yeah,
in the
no,
areas.
no, but I
Mhm.
heard you missed, like you, for example, you missed out on the prisoners and Moonrise. You,
The
uh,
that one I missed on the second playthrough as well because in the first one, yeah, I did miss that, but like the thing, okay, so my first playthrough, yeah, right, the thing with my first playthrough is that there was a lot of issues with it,
right?
that like bugs that fucked it up.
How?
um, I I don't know if this is a bug, but like, and I never actually went to Moonrise until after I freed Night Song.
I mean, I also went to Moonrise after I freed Night. Actually, no, I
Yeah.
did all the things in Moonrise before because when I was going to that place where you have to free Night Song, it tells you like you
Hmm.
might get locked out or something.
Yeah, so
So yeah,
I'm so I was going in all of 100% on storytelling, right? So I saw the area and I was like, okay, this is relevant to Shadow Heart's quest, and I'm
yeah,
going to do it and I'm going to finish it because I'm not like in story like not from a meta perspective. You're not going to know that that's going to lock you out of stuff.
Right.
So I just went in.
Oh, I don't know. I got the prompt though. It said,
No. Like I wasn't going for the prompt though. Like I'm saying like I'm going all in on storytelling for myself. So
okay.
like my character storytelling. I would not back out in the middle of a dungeon because the game is like, hey, you're gonna get locked out. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of the blind playthrough kind of feel, right?
Right, right.
Yeah. Like
Um,
I'm appreciative that they did that, but like for my first playthrough, I'm not gonna listen to those prompts.
yeah, that's fair. But no, because the Moonrise stuff, the prisoners came up to me since Act 1 in the Underdark. I just didn't go to them until, well, just before
Yeah,
going
in
to.
in Act 1, actually for that one, for my first playthrough, right? I actually didn't save them because the dwarves, like Dwagar, just left with the slaves. Because
They,
I let Nier die in the thing.
yeah. Yeah,
So I
so,
never got the marker either.
yeah, I remember thinking that was a bug, and then, so I reloaded and I did everything there without long resting. And
hmm
then I think I realized after, like, oh, it wasn't a bug. It's just if you
hmm
long rest, he'll just die.
If you long rest before you walk up to the rock, you can. It's okay, but like
Yeah, but because I already went
once
there,
you actually walked up there, yeah.
yeah,
I tested it in my second playthrough.
yeah, because I think it's like when you choose to take the boat, right, to get there.
No, it's after the boat. When you it's
Oh,
if you long rest right as you get there after the boat, then the game is like,
this
yo,
hasn't
hurry
taken
up.
place yet.
No, it's the game is like, no, hurry the fuck up.
Uh-huh.
And Nier is like, hurry the fuck up, but like I'm just there being like, bitch, you can wait. And then he waits. He just doesn't die. You spend all night sleeping and then wake up and he's not dead yet.
Okay, that's so there's like a weird point.
It's a weird location where like the
Okay.
actual time starts. Yeah.
Ah, okay, okay, okay.
It's
Yeah.
not where the game tells you it starts.
Huh. Yeah, that is a little weird then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, man, Baldur's Gate is made like put together with duct tape, but it's good enough that like people overlook it.
Exactly. I mean, to be fair, I think it's one of the few games that has so much content like fit into it. The fact that
Oh yeah, for sure.
people can take so many different directions is
hmm
just insane.
For sure. Like I think the thing is, right? Like I know I mentioned that like it's not my game of the year.
Hmm.
Like I do understand why people would put it as game of the year, right? Like it's good. It's really good.
Yeah.
Like I just have run into far too many game breaking bugs that like I just cannot.
And I still don't understand how you have run into so many when I would say with my playthrough, I rarely run into any.
I mean, Dakarin has had more game breaking bugs than me with less than half the time, so
Which is also weird to me because again,
you're just lucky, man.
I've been fine.
You've been lucky.
Because I remember you mentioned that even Rosaire commented on like a lot of the bugs she encountered,
Yeah.
but I mean I've had some bugs, but nothing that like broke the game for me, you know?
Yeah. So like since you're in Act 3, I can talk about this. But
Yeah.
like so you know Shadowheart's quest?
Yes.
Um I during the big decision in Act 2 between freeing Nightsong or killing her, right?
Uh-huh.
I let her pick, and the game, the quest log took the other one.
The other one?
Like she chose to free Nightsong, but the quest log was like, oh no, she killed Nightsong.
Oh, that's weird.
And and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a quick save here because I know it's broken,
Uh-huh.
and we're gonna see if it breaks anything later.
Yeah.
And it did break something, so I had to like go back like an hour to actually fix it.
Oh, so wait, the second time.
Yes, I double checked.
Wait, so the first time you let her make the choice and then she freed.
I also let her make the choice, but like the game treated her as Night Song as dead
Yeah.
and never gave me the legendary spear you're supposed to get. And I was
Oh,
very annoyed.
okay. But on your second run, you saved before going in. Then you let
No,
her.
in the first playthrough I didn't have this bug.
Oh,
This was all in my second run. I just noticed the error
uh-huh.
because I was looking at the quest log.
Right, right.
So
Oh.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna get ready to back out.
Interesting. Yeah, that didn't happen with mine. I let her choose. She saved
Mhm.
Night Song, and yeah,
I
it
don't know what trigger it is,
continued.
what triggers her to kill Night Song though, but I've heard people
Oh,
say that like she will kill Night Song sometimes, by her
from
own decision.
what I've seen, is it depends on your bond with her.
But why does her bond with you matter though? Like for like if you're not like romanced with her.
I'm guessing it's because she gets a different perspective. Because if you just neglect her the whole time and don't have her open up,
Hmm.
I assume she just sticks strong to her ways.
Hmm.
And but then if you have her
But like the
open
thing
up,
is, like even from the start though, she feels like she's not that into the whole Sharon thing. Like she
yeah.
talks about Char, but like every decision I feel like would follow up like Char's teachings she's against, and I'm
Mm.
just like, huh?
See, either it's the bond thing, or I'm assuming it's the. Wait, I don't know. You
Decisions.
you did an evil playthrough, right? Did she also save her in the evil
I haven't
playthrough?
gotten there yet.
Oh, okay. Because I assume, like, what if your
Um,
character just does a bunch of dark urge or evil decisions and then
I'm
she.
actually not sure though because like during my evil playthrough, everyone's dead, so
Oh,
I'm
so
not
Shadow
gonna see
Heart
it.
isn't there?
Yeah, like I literally killed her for the item,
Oh
the
God.
artifact.
Oh, okay. But I
Yeah.
assume that would have been my theory, that maybe if you pick evil decisions, she'll be
Hmm.
influenced to also just,
Be
not
evil.
be evil and then
Hmm.
go through with the killing
Yeah.
without having
One
second
thing I
thoughts.
really appreciate though about Baldur's Gate 3 is
Hmm.
that like you aren't limited to um alignments. Like you don't have limited alignments based on class
Right.
because like paladins are supposed to be good only kind of thing and like all that like,
But
based on what gods like
you can break
Hmm?
that oath, right, for the paladin.
You can break the oath, but like that's the only thing.
Hmm.
Like in say like I was playing what's it called? Pathfinder.
Yeah.
And literally, if you pick the paladin class, it locks you to the good half of the like alignment when you pick the alignment.
Oh, okay.
Like you literally cannot be anything other than good or lawful neutral.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, like I really appreciate that like it doesn't because like there's a lot more theory crafting you can, and I think that's one of the strongest parts of the game for me.
Mm.
Like you can do so many different things with the builds.
Yeah. I think.
Like of course the stories are fantastic, but like
Hmm.
I I'm not the type to experience the same story like multiple times.
Right. I
So like
know, but
my
the
first and second playthrough will be my like seeing what's different and all that stuff, and then the rest will be mechanical stuff.
min maxing.
Yeah, I mean I was min maxing my first playthrough, but
Oh.
but like I min max within limits, right? Like I min
Yeah.
max based on story in the first playthrough,
Uh-huh.
and then in my previous playthrough I also did that because I wanted to like see what I missed, and also I was playing on tactician, so I had to be a little more efficient.
Well,
And now I finished the playthrough, so like the next few playthroughs I do, which are gonna be the ones that we're doing with save point and like
yeah.
my one with
See,
Dakarin, I'm just gonna like fully go on store no sorry not story gameplay, and then
mm.
let everyone else make the decisions because honestly I'll just watch what happens.
See,
I'm ready to watch the world burn.
I don't understand how you're able to get so many playthroughs in, and I haven't even finished my first one.
It's because your second playthrough is gonna be way shorter though. Like
Really?
you know exactly where everything is.
I guess. But there's still things I missed. Like in our save point playthrough, we came across that gnome, right?
Hmm.
I didn't in my own one. So I
Oh yeah,
didn't
for
know.
sure.
Yeah. Um I know there's a
Yeah,
lot of
there's a lot
things.
of stuff I missed in my first playthrough as well that I ran into in my second playthrough.
I missed the spider dude in the goblin camp. Like I saw him, but I didn't talk to him because
The
I
spider dude,
was that his name, Spider, or he's like he's a
the
masochist.
BDSM dude.
Yes, the
Yeah,
masochist BDSM dude.
yeah.
I did see him, but I didn't go talk to him. And before I even
Yeah, me
had a
neither.
chance, it was like everyone. I already killed everyone in the camp, and he was gone. I
Hmm.
think.
Yeah,
Um, which kind of sucks because I was watching Amtune play Baldur's Gate, and then she did go talk to him, and she got a permanent buff. Uh,
yeah. If you let him hit you a few times,
oh,
you'll get a permanent buff.
every time you ask, it just lets you hit.
Hmm.
I think you have to make it through every one.
Yeah,
Um,
and if you die though, then you lose the buff.
die. Oh, really?
Yeah,
I thought it's a
yeah.
permanent
So
buff
like,
no matter
it's
what.
not permanent. It's until death.
Oh.
So if you die in a fight, like say like you get downed and like thrown into lava or something, and then like you get scroll revivified later,
Uh-huh.
then you lose the buff.
Oh, okay. That kind of sucks.
So, like in normal, it's kind of hard to die, but
It
like
is. Although,
in I have died enough times in TAC.
dude, I had the worst death in the Underdark. Is the first
What
time I
happened?
came across the
Oh,
burying.
the spectator, or
I think no the no that was
oh
a different thing.
the underground one,
Yeah,
right?
the underground one. So I was with my whole party, and they were crossing to
And
this.
you got knocked off, I'm assuming.
All my party got knocked off because it came up,
That's
and
hilarious.
it has a bit of a shock wave,
Knock back
yeah,
in.
knockback, and my party were on a bridge thing. So
Yeah. I
me
think I know exactly where you're talking about.
Karlak, and Shadowheart got knocked off. Astarion was just kind of chilling. So I was just like,
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck just happened? And I reloaded save. And I'm like,
Yeah, I would too. I mean, the game auto saves you right before that too. So
yeah, it was so messed up though. Like, what the fuck? I didn't see this.
yeah,
Like, I'd have to go as a star into the camp. I was like, can you bring these people back?
yeah, and lose like 600 gold.
Yeah, fuck that. I didn't even have a chance to fight.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that was a bit of a mess, but
a bit.
I mean, oh
And
well.
I do feel like the Underdark is my favorite part of the game though.
Oh yeah, there's a lot in there. More than
Yeah.
the
And there's a
first
lot
area.
of entrances into the Underdark as well.
Yeah, I believe I only
Like you
found
can.
3, but I
Mhm.
know there's more.
Which ones have you found?
There's one through the hag's place.
Hmm.
There's one oh no, I only found 2. There's one through the hag's place, and then there's one in the goblin camp.
So you remember the spider, the big
Yes.
spider queen?
Yes.
If you have Featherfall, you can literally jump down the hole into the Underdark.
Oh.
There's also a I forgot what the faction was called, but there's a base like in the inn that's on fire.
Yes.
There's an area where there's people and like they're I think thieves or something. I don't know if they're thieves, but like they're still like I think they transport shit. Like they're transporting that beholder or sorry spectator in a bottle. I don't remember. I don't know if you found it. It's the gnome. The sorry gnolls, not gnomes. The gnolls in the cave. Remember?
Uh yeah. Yeah, I remember. Uh
Yeah. It's that faction. Zen something Santarum or something.
Sen I don't think I met them, but I know of them.
Yeah. So if you take the bottle that they have
Uh-huh.
and like make a deal with the leader to like let you just go and sell it later,
Mm-hmm.
um, his faction will be pissed with him and like try to kill you and them and him if you go visit there.
Huh.
Um, But yeah, not the point though. The point is that camp has a way into the Underdark.
Yeah, no, I did not find that one. I just found the Hag's
Yeah.
place and
Hmm.
yeah, the Hag's
Yeah.
place and the Goblin camp. And the Goblin
Hmm.
camp one, yeah, I was kidnapped and drugged, and that's how I found
I
it.
can't. I still can't believe you tried to die that hard, dude.
I didn't try to die. I just gave her my trust, and it
I
didn't work out.
yeah, totally trust the crazy goblin lady.
Also, I met
Yeah.
Raphael in the lower city. I think it was the lower city before the lower city.
Hmm.
Did not take his deal, and I don't think I'm going to. For my
I
playthrough.
don't like I okay, so can I just say what you do if you try to accept the deal?
Uh, no, I think that might be spoilers,
Okay.
because I might take the
It's
deal
not.
in my
It's not.
next playthrough.
It's
Uh,
not a spoiler.
I mean, everyone like freaking Gorilla like keeps like enticing me to take it, and then I believe some of your members are
Like
interested,
I
but
like
not.
the thing is like it in my play like it's one of the most disappointing parts of the game for me actually
Oh yeah.
because like I mhm.
I mean, I don't want to give him the crown, so I'm not going to.
Yeah. Mhm.
Because I think if you break a deal, it'll just
Oh
kill
wait, I
you.
thought we were talking about Act One.
3.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I thought we were talking about like accepting the Raphael's deal in Act One to help get rid of the thing.
Oh no, I didn't accept that either.
Yeah, yeah. But like the thing that disappoints me the most is that like in Act One, if you try to accept it, he's like, "Nah, I'm not giving you the deal, even though I proposed it to you."
Oh, what the fuck?
Like a fucking bitch.
Wait, isn't his whole point is to try and get a deal
Yes,
with you?
yes. And
So,
if you try to accept the deal, the game is like, "Nah, dude, can't."
the game or Raphael?
Both.
Both. Okay.
Like it's the most disappointing part of the game for me.
Oh, I guess
I mean,
they're
other than the
putting
bugs, but
some. I guess they're counting on you not choosing the deal, but
yeah,
at the same
pretty
time, like,
sure.
come on, like, you've thought
Hmm.
of every other decision. This one, you're like,
Except one
no.
major one, yeah.
I mean, they definitely did think about it, but they're like, yeah, but we can't give it to them
Hmm.
because it's the whole fucking plot.
Yeah.
Because it's
But
weird. It's weird that happens because he does get rid of it for a little bit of time when you meet him in Act 3. So it
it doesn't. He
shows,
doesn't get rid of it though. He just turns off the psionic powers.
yeah, but that's like essentially what the cure, right? Or what he was
Not
suggesting.
exactly, because like the thing is, you still can't remove it without killing you.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
even with the psionic thing,
But with Raphael's help, it wouldn't even matter. It's just there, but you wouldn't feel any of the consequences or something.
until until the artifact's power isn't around anymore.
Yeah, but that's where Raphael comes in, right?
Mm, I
Uh,
don't think he's
I,
powerful enough to like stop it even
I,
without
oh,
the
I
artifact, though,
thought
right?
that was the whole point of like getting that deal, Raphael, so that you won't have to worry about the parasite in you. I mean,
In
he's
Act
like
Three,
in Act 1 when he first proposes it, like, and then in
yeah,
Act 3 he turns off the
proposes a different deal. Yeah,
he proposes a different deal, but he turns off he turns off the parasite in your head
for a while, and
for a
only
while.
in that room.
Yeah, only in that room, only for a while.
Hmm.
But yeah, he said this is what you could have if you take the deal, right? And then
Hmm.
yeah, is
Yeah,
yeah. So to me, it just seemed like that's the cure he was talking about, but yeah, it's not a
yeah.
cure.
Hmm. That would be it. Yeah.
Hmm. And him being so powerful, I assume that's like he can rival gods, but not to that extent.
Mm,
I don't know. I
I
mean,
think
he's
he.
a devil,
Hmm.
so
I mean, he's not even one of the archdevils, though. Like
mm,
he's just a devil.
true. Like Mizora, right?
I think he's more powerful than Mizora, but
I think so
like
too.
you don't. But like you don't actually ever fight Mizora.
No, I mean, I don't know. Maybe their paths Like, I believe the first time she comes into camp, you could.
I don't think you can. I've attacked her before, and she just disappears
Well, then
and comes back.
since she's not a fighter. I mean, she doesn't have to fight you anyway. There's no reason for her to fight you.
Hmm. And also, if you kill her, like, where's Will's power go?
They just if
So
you
they have
kill
to stop it.
her, if you kill her, Will dies too, right?
I mean, I know, yeah, but like point is, if they let you kill her, then like they'd have to make dialogue for Will dying,
I mean,
just randomly.
I assume there
And
is, right?
there is if you choose to kill her in the pod,
Yeah, so Will just
but like
sticks around after you kill her, say before that.
no, you can't. That's the point. They don't let you kill her.
Oh, but you could.
You could kill her in Act 2 at the end,
Yeah.
but Will immediately dies.
All right, in the pod.
Yeah.
Can you kill her
And they don't let
after?
you attack her at any other point after, no?
I wonder if you can attack her in your camp in
Nope.
Act 3.
I mean, you can attack her, but she just poofs and then comes back.
Oh. Okay,
I've done it.
I guess. Wow. I guess
They
she's
just don't
unkillable.
want to deal with that shit.
Makes sense, I guess. I mean, if they have a lore reason to not let you do it, so it's fine.
Hmm.
It's not like they're breaking their logic to do that.
Yeah, like with Mizora, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just the Act 1 Raphael deal is bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, with Baldur's Gate, I've gotten the last where I left off is wait, where did I leave off? Damn it.
I think you mentioned that you were at like
I recruited the Stone Lord. I recruited Minx, yeah.
the best character.
Best so far, yeah. I've all my parties at level 12 now.
Nice, congrats. I'm surprised you only just got to level 12.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It seems like yeah, I rescued Minx and then I was sneaking somewhere. I forget where. Oh, I just found the Steel Foundry, but I have not gone in yet.
Yeah.
I have not gone in yet. That's where I left off.
Okay.
And I found Halsin is captured. And I was like, and I think I told her, oh, okay, you can have him, it's fine. But no, the game still tells you, oh, go save this guy. I'm like, okay, fine.
Yeah, so funny thing, right? Like it's different every run.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, for mine it was Lae'zel.
Oh no.
And for my second playthrough. For my first playthrough, it was the kid, like the kid who with the cat who like randomly just wanders into your camp.
Wait. He got captured?
She, isn't it?
Oh, sorry, yeah, sorry. The kid got captured?
Yeah, the kid got captured. And then like she what's her name? The Orin?
Yeah.
Like just started taunting me, and I was like, I mean, do I look like I care about that kid?
It's a kid, Ken. What the fuck?
Not the kid I care about. If it was like one of the tiefling kids, sure.
Yeah, like Arabella or something, right?
Yeah, but like I did not actually like at all care about that kid because she just randomly showed up in my camp after like one conversation with me.
Oh.
And I didn't even tell her to go to my camp.
I see.
So I was,
I told her to go to my camp, so I see why she's there. I didn't know she could just randomly show up.
Yeah, so she will randomly show up in your camp, regardless.
I mean, she doesn't have a home to go to, so
that's a nice sob story. I'm not obligated to clean up after her parents' messes, though.
Because it took Halsin, I assume it can only take one of your playable companions, not just anyone in your camp.
Yeah, so it's not anyone in your camp. It's specific companions and the kid.
The kid is just like a bit of like a fuck you touch, like.
Yeah. Actually, though, so in my first playthrough, it was the kid. In my second playthrough, it was Lae'zel.
Yeah.
But actually, the biggest fuck you was that like in the playthrough where I was rescuing the kid, right?
Hmm.
The kid survives, but in the playthrough where Lae'zel got caught, like she got killed. Because like when you know what like when Lae'zel gets or like when she takes the your friend, right?
Yeah.
Like she they wait, does Halcyon threaten the kid actually?
No. No one's starting
Okay, so
for me yet.
in my playthrough, Orin, while faking like pretending to be Lae'zel, killed the kid,
Oh.
and I was like, well, that poor kid survived the first run, but not this one, I guess.
Wait, the fake Lizelle killed the kid?
Yes.
How did that happen? I thought the kid is in your camp.
She is in my camp, and quote unquote Lae'zel was like, "This one's Orin," and then I was like, "Yo, don't!" And then she stabs her, and I'm just like, "Huh?"
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's
I don't
it's
think I've
cool that
gone
they did
that
it.
far.
No, 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 no. Like when you find out that one of your team members have been taken.
Yeah, and then everyone just talks about it, but no one accused anyone.
Yeah, I think it's specific to Lae'zel. If Lae'zel is the one who gets captured.
But I can't find Halcyon in my camp after.
Um, mhm. And then after that event, I couldn't find Lae'zel either.
Wait, I'm
Like
so
it's
confused. Where does Orange show up
yeah.
for you?
So she shows up during one of my long rests and was like, "This kid is Orin." This is her wearing Lae'zel's face. Um,
Oh.
and then I was like, "No, don't stab the kid." And
Uh-huh.
then and then she was like, "No, I'm going to stab the kid because I don't trust this kid." And then she stabs the kid, and I was like, "Oh no, she stabbed the kid."
What the fuck? The fact that
Yeah, and then
I thought the game made kids invincible.
yeah, it was in a cutscene too, so like,
Yeah, yeah.
you know.
Not cutscene.
But yeah, and then after the kid dies, she was like, "Haha, it was me all along." And I was like, "Yeah, no shit, Lae'zel wouldn't kill a kid."
Yeah, Lizelle cared that much at least.
Yeah.
What the fuck? See, for me, that she didn't show up in camp for me. Or in.
Yeah, I think it really depends on who like
I
who you
was
who got captured. Yeah.
I was just no, I don't know, because I was just in the undergrounds. I was somewhere in the underground, like, and I was going through all these hatches, and then you find tunnels connecting different
Hmm.
places. And in
Yeah.
one of those places, Halcyon just ran through a door and then just started panting, like he's hurt, and he's like, "Oh, you gotta run. You know, Orin's after. I was fighting Orin, and she had me captured, and she cut my
Hmm.
belly, and like all that." And I was like, "What?" And then she said, "Yeah, you have to run. She's too powerful. If you guys run, and I'll hold him off. I'll hold her off." And then I just answer with, "No, no, no. We're gonna stay together and fight her." And then
Hmm.
she turns into her real self and then reveals,
Ah,
I know
yeah,
I'm
that definitely
Oren."
that went differently
Yeah, for me, it
for
didn't
me.
happen in camp. For me, it happened in the city, but I was underground.
Yeah, yeah. For me, it was in camp because I was like sitting on my ass after finding out there's a like because they warn you that there's a fake in your camp, right? So I'm just like,
No, I didn't get that warning. Wait, did I?
actually, you would have if you didn't kill Gortash the way you did.
No, I think Gortash did say there might be a spy in my camp. Like
Ah, then you did get it.
when I went to his commemoration
Ascension.
ascension,
Yeah.
yeah. I killed him after his ascension.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, I do remember someone mentioning it, like, "Oh, there's an imposter in your camp or something," and I was
Hmm.
like, "Oh, okay," but I never actually talked to anyone about it. I did do a few long rests though. I think I did like 2 long rests after that, but that scene never came up. It was after
Hmm.
I think it was after my first long rest and before my second long rest that scene happened where Halcyon just got randomly captured.
Okay.
It's so confusing because like, when the fuck? Where was
Yeah.
Halsin? How did Halsin, like the others are a camp? Did they not save Halsin?
Yeah. So I think what happened is like while everyone was sleeping, like she just captured him and then like pretended to be him,
But she
and like
waited
she's
till I was in the city to be like, hey.
yeah, but like like the creepiest part is like she's been pretending to be Halcyon for a few days and you never noticed.
That's true. That's true.
Like I think that's the kind of fear they were
Hmm.
kind of trying to get you to have.
Yeah, I think I completely forgot about Gortash's
Hmm.
warning. So I was like,
Yeah.
ooh.
So funny thing though is if you talk to Asterion about like imposters, he's like, I wouldn't even be able to tell if y'all are acting weird, or if people were like being suspicious because our camp is a bunch of fucking weirdos.
That's fair. Fair point.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah. Well, it's a lot about Baldur's Gate. Don't want this to
Yeah. We.
just be Baldur's Gate.
What do you mean?
Well, not just
I mean, true.
spoilers.
True. Yeah,
Even
and also I
though,
actually have to go in like an hour and a half, so
mm,
let's.
yeah, even though the game's been out since August. Yeesh.
I mean, honestly, for most normal people, they're not gonna finish even like now.
Yeah.
Like we have a lot of hours in, like,
Yes. Exactly.
like people who are more casual would not be done yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, how's Armored Core been? I know that came out.
Arm- oh yeah, Armored Core is fucking fantastic. Um, so I have done my new game. I haven't finished New Game Plus, but I am already noticing like story changes in New Game
Uh-huh.
Plus. I think from what I've read online, New Game Plus 3 is where the story really like all the options open up to you.
Okay.
And the game's relatively short, so like I think it's also good to play through as well. It's just I think mechanically really like one of the most fun games I've played in a long time. Like it's you so like each arm and each like shoulder gun is bound to a different button.
Mm.
So like it's really cool because like you end up like actually having to like think about mobility and also shooting the guns and like when you move, how you move, all that stuff. And I just really enjoy it.
I believe you have to do a bit of that for Devil May Cry as well, right?
Not really.
No?
Like kind of like the for Devil May Cry you kind of do it because like if you're playing like say Nero, you want to always be charging
Yeah.
the gun and you always but like
Yeah.
that's holding it and then releasing it whenever you want to. But here each gun has a different reload pattern depending on what gun you're using and if you're using the same gun on two like you can just use them at the same time.
Oh,
But like so like you have the same reload pattern so you don't have to think about it.
that's fair.
But like if you're using four different guns, you have to keep in mind four reload patterns, and you know that's a little bit much.
Mm. I mean, I also heard like there's like you get a different ending for each new game plus.
So you get more options during the game. Like in the first
Okay.
playthrough, um, I you don't get that many choices other than like major choices that you make. But like in my second playthrough, I'm like one chapter in, and there's points in the game where the game's like, "Hey, we didn't give you this decision before, but you can make this decision now," and it unlocks different decision story missions later as well.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. I
Um
need to play more, but I just don't have time right now. Like with how many games are coming out.
Oh my god, yeah, so many games coming
Played
out.
Samurai Remnant just played today, dude.
Fucking
It's actually good, but like I feel like it the story and the gameplay feels very like contradictory.
contradictory. What do you mean? Like, is it because
Like think about it, right? Like if think about it, Fate. Like a lot of it is 1v1 fights with like with big stakes, right? In like, story wise.
Yeah.
But like here, it's basically a warriors game. Like you're fighting like 20, 30 people.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, this doesn't feel right because you're not playing as the servant unless like you're using the gauge to like swap to control your servant. You're playing as the master, who is the normal person or supposed to be.
Oh, okay. It's supposed to be. Oh, so it's one of those where the gameplay doesn't connect with the lore, the story, right?
Yeah, I do think the gameplay and story are both good. I just feel like they're a little bit contradictory to each other.
So I think it's just one of those where you just have to have a bit of a suspension of belief, right? Just for the sake of
Yeah,
entertainment.
for
Yeah,
sure.
that makes sense.
Like it, and like the thing is, like I think so far I'm quite sold on this story, but like one thing I am not sure yet is like it feels like it's showing its hand too much. Like like in like you'd imagine if you're playing like if you're writing a game for like Fate, right? You'd not want to show the perspective of other masters because you're just playing this character and the servant, right?
Yeah.
But like they're showing a lot of like the stuff that's going on with the other masters. And I'm just like, I
Oh.
don't know why you're tipping your hand so much.
So it's okay.
Like I feel like it might be misleading me, but like I'm not sure. Like trying to mislead me at least.
Misleading. Yeah.
Like trying to like mislead me to a different conclusion than what actually is, kind of thing.
I know some will do that intentionally, where you just
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking they're trying to do, but
yeah.
making it seem like they're tipping their hand.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
we'll see, we'll see. I just have to keep going to see.
Yeah, we'll just have to see. I
Mhm.
guess. I mean, you finished it a few times already, though, right?
Fate?
Yeah. No. Oh wait, sorry. I thought you were talking about Armored Core.
No. Fate.
Oh, okay.
No, with Armored Core, Armored Core is really good. Like story is very solid. The issue with Armored Core for me is that like because it's the way that it's written, you don't get the complete picture in the first playthrough, I would say. So you kind of have to finish multiple times in order to actually understand.
Yeah.
But like because the bosses are so difficult, I think a lot of people will just give up before they get the full story.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess that could happen.
Like cuz like with Dark Souls, right? Like you explore and you get the story even if you haven't beaten the bosses,
Yeah.
and you can learn a lot about the story. But
Mm-hmm.
like with Armored Core, the game tells you the story. Like it doesn't like there is some environmental storytelling, right? Like it's not a lot, but it's there, right? But the basically if you cannot beat a boss, you are hard locked from from more story. With Dark Souls, you can go to a different area, get some levels, and then come back.
Mm-hmm.
Armored Core, the power level is static. It's just your skill as a player. So in that sense, it's
Ah.
kind of like Sekiro,
Yeah. Secure
except
multiple
that
runs, you can get different stories, but that's because you have different choices, right? For different
yeah.
endings.
hmm
But Armored Core too, right? I hear there are different endings.
There's major decisions you can make in the first playthrough, and then more decisions in between those major decisions in the second playthrough so far. I
Uh-huh.
don't know how major. Like, I'm assuming we get even more major decisions later as well. In like New Game Plus 3.
Because one of my friends I was talking to, he was talking about how so he's been playing a lot of Armored Core, and he was on his
Mm-hmm.
third new game plus, and he said he's S ranking every stage,
Yeah.
so that it unlocks a specific ending, which you can only get by getting S rank on every stage.
Mm.
And I don't know what it was about, what it is. He just told me like that's what he was like
Trying to
grinding
do.
grinding for, yeah.
Yeah.
They said after the third new game plus it was pretty easy to get S rank.
That's right. It's just because he's actually like experienced with the game. like cause like I'm on my second playthrough, right? And like I'm breezing through a lot of the bosses that like hard locked me for the first playthrough.
Yeah.
Like the first boss, like first main major boss in the game is so I don't know if you played Devil May Cry 4, but like the Lucifer weapon that Dante has, where he has this like um basically rocket ship thing. Like it's it's basically that, but like in a giant mech.
Okay.
Like you have to dodge like hundreds of rockets each time he uses that attack.
Oh, I think I saw a segment of that when I was watching your stream.
Yeah, that boss hard locked me in my first playthrough for like big while, and on my second playthrough, I just memed on his face because like second playthrough, like one is that you have a lot more options. Two, I've kind of gotten used to like the mechanics a lot more. But
Oh,
I
okay.
yeah, like I think because as a player I'm better, it's a lot easier. Is the point?
Yeah, understandable so. I mean, same
Mhm.
with Sekiro or most Souls game, right? The
Yeah.
more you play, the better you get at it.
Yeah, the thing with Sekiro and like Sekiro and Armored Core, yes. With Souls, there's that, but also the Souls has a different avenue for power, right? You can grind levels. Enemies respawn, so you can just go get levels and make the game easier for yourself. Like that's why I kind of dislike it when people focus on the difficulty for Souls games because it's only as hard as you want it to be,
I
right?
mean,
Like if you are having issues with Dark Souls 1, you can go put on the heaviest armor you can find and you can just meme on most enemies in the game. Like it's actually that easy. Like
yeah,
you don't even have to dodge or think, just swing.
I think it's the fact like, most of them would probably not know about the armor, and then there's also the
Hmm.
effort to go find it and retrieve it.
Yeah, very true. Like
Yeah.
it's a knowledge game. It's a knowledge game. It's not
Yeah.
a the difficulty comes from the lack of knowledge is what I'm saying, I guess.
Yeah, I think that would be because I think if you did know beforehand, like,
Hmm.
oh, I can go and grind towards this armor and come back, and then the rest of the game is probably like 5 times
Easy mode,
easy.
yeah.
Yeah.
5 times, more like 20 times. You don't have to dodge.
Because look,
Just tank everything.
I didn't know about the armor either until you just brought it up. Like, I didn't know there was an
I mean,
armor
you
in the
haven't
game.
played Dark Souls 1 though.
No, but I hear a lot about it. That you hear it being such a viral game, even like
Hmm.
in memes and just
Yeah.
internet culture, in
Hmm.
itself. You do hear a lot about Dark Souls, and
Have
yeah,
you never heard of the Giant Dad meme?
I don't think so. I,
Okay, because like the Giant Dad meme is like a direct reference to the armor thing. Because you can
giant.
get it very like relatively early in the game. It's okay, I say
Oh,
relatively early,
I have
but like it's
seen this
you've
man.
seen Giant Dad? Okay.
He's in Elden Ring
So
as well.
no, he's in Dark Souls.
Oh, he's only in Dark Souls.
Yeah, he's only in Dark Souls 1
Hold on.
specifically.
Okay, there. Yeah. The
Yeah, Giant Dad. Yeah,
giant
he's in
dad.
Dark Souls 1. Yeah, so the weapon you can get at the very beginning of the game, which staggers basically every boss early game and to death if you keep swinging. Um, the armor you get about middle in the middle of the game, which a little later, but you can kind of
Okay.
buy it. And but yeah, armor you get towards the middle of the game. Helmet you can also get early, but you have to kind of jump through hoops to get it. like
Okay.
like you can make the whole game very easy with knowledge.
I see. Okay. Wow. All right. Yeah. See, I did not know about that, but yeah, I guess yeah, knowledge game.
Hmm.
It makes sense.
Yeah, like the thing with a lot, like all of the Soul games, right?
Mhm.
Like, if you have the knowledge, the game is as easy as you want it to be.
Yeah.
And of course, you have a big Soul simp right here, so you know.
Yes. I have
If
an
you ever need knowledge.
encyclopedia next to me. Damn. Well, aside from Souls games, you've
Mhm.
also been playing Starfield, which I'm trying to get started on, but I'm still adamant on finishing Baldur's Gate before I start
I
Starfield.
get you, to be honest. Like the thing with Starfield is it came out at a really awkward time
Yeah.
because like I was also really addicted to Baldur's Gate
Mm-hmm.
when it came out. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna finish my first playthrough and then jump over to Starfield, which I did.
Yeah.
And Starfield really hooked me, like actually really hooked me. Um, it's really good. Um, and yeah, I finished the game and I was like, this is really good. This is exactly what I wanted from uh like the next Bethesda game. Except
Mm-hmm.
that they put the ability to have more than like four crew members, or sorry, three crew members behind like a top level like end game perk. And I'm just like, what the fuck, man? I want a crew for my ship. My ship has 11 crew slots. I can only have 3. Why? But yeah, that's my big major complaint for um Starfield. And also like
Mm-hmm.
feels like there's not that as many unique recruitable characters as I was hoping there would be.
Wait, so you can only travel with 3 other crewmates?
Until you unlock the perk, which pushes it up to 8, which I think 8 is a fair number.
8 is a
But
lot
like
of
the
companions to walk with.
I mean they stay at your ship, or you can only like go with one person.
So wait, where do the rest of your companions stay if you're not in the ship with you?
They depending if okay, so you can have different you can set up bases anywhere in in any system.
Yeah.
And the so you can set them at the camps,
Mm-hmm.
or if you don't set them to any camp, they'll return to where you recruited them, and you can go get them back later.
Okay.
Yeah, like they'll actually return to their home planet to just chill until you want them again.
Can you just call them on their phone or something and like, hey, need you here?
Mechanically, you can, but like, it just feels weird for me to like call them and be like, "Come to my ship." I'm like 4 systems away.
They're like, I'll just be a decade.
Yeah.
see you in a bit.
Yeah, pretty much. But no, you can actually just assign them to your ship and they'll like randomly show up, even though you haven't gone back at all.
I mean, that's nice. That's something I hope with Baldur's Gate. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so annoying
Yeah,
to return to
the
camp.
Baldur's Gate party swapping is just pain.
It's so
Yeah, on my second playthrough, after I set up my main team, I just stopped swapping.
The only ones I have been unwilling to swap out is Shadowheart and Carline,
I mean, why would you swap out best girls?
right? But like Karlach is so tanky, I'm such a brawler, and then Shadowheart is just really good at healing.
Hmm.
And then my monk is just punching everyone's faces off.
Hmm.
At like 20 damage per punch. I'm doing like
Yeah,
5, 6 attacks
yeah.
somehow. No, 5. 4
So,
to 5.
I think it should be 3 unless you're using haste. In which case, it can be 5.
So there's the 2. Okay. So if
You have the 2 base and then plus the
2
reaction kick.
actions,
Yeah, the bonus action one as well.
no, so 2 actions and then 3 bonus actions. And the way I get the
Wait,
third one,
why do you have 2 actions?
well, attack actions, extra attack. Attack
Wait,
and then
wait,
extra
wait.
attack.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's that's because you're level 5 monk, yeah. But like, and then you have the bonus action from the kick from the
From the
monk
rogue.
perk, right?
So I have a bonus
Oh,
action
you
from
got
monk
you.
and then I have one from rogue.
Okay, so you went into rogue, so you have 4 attacks
Yeah.
per turn. Got it.
So I have the 2 bonus actions, and then if I do key restoration, I get a third one.
That makes sense.
So I get 5 in total attacks.
Fair enough. And I'm
And
assuming you're using all of like the punching boosts.
yeah, and
Okay.
I, there's still like better gloves I can get. I know, but I haven't found it yet. Um,
I think I know which one you'll want to finish with, but I won't tell you where it is because it's a spoiler.
yeah, yeah. Uh, but yeah, it's just I'm so close to like I've maxed out everything now. Like I'm level 12 with everyone now,
Mhm.
so now it's
Are
just
you
about
pure monk
gearing.
or?
No, monk and rogue is like to level 4
Okay.
or
So I'm
3.
assuming you
Level
went with
3.
like thief because of the second reaction.
Yes.
Okay.
And also it's very helpful in opening chests because I don't want to keep swapping to Astarion just for those.
Fair enough. I just took out a great sword and smashed the chest.
You know, 86 hours into the game, never thought about just breaking it with the weapon.
Right.
Never thought about doing that. I should
You
probably.
can't do it. You can't do it with like the medium durability chests though, but like with like the normal sturdy chests, you can. Medium
Uh,
durability one is harder.
see, I've broken barrels before, but mostly by accident, but never.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. I'm
yeah.
sure there's like, Karlak can have enough strength to just smash it.
Yeah.
Smash it
The
down.
only ones she won't be able to smash are like the metal ones.
Yeah, the metal ones.
The metal ones you can. Oh, and fun life hack.
Hmm.
If you can't open a chest right now, you can put it in your inventory and send it to camp so you don't have the extra weight.
Oh, yeah. I should do that more.
And then you can have a staring and open it later.
Oh, I had the banker. Oh, I went to the bank and I didn't capture Roa,
Yeah.
so I don't have the money for the bank.
Yeah, good luck with that.
I guess they're not getting paid. Unless I loot enough to like gather 10k extra.
I mean, 10k is. I would actually keep it for a different thing. I won't tell you
Yeah,
what, but you need it for a different
there's so
thing.
many gear, like good gears to buy. I was like,
Oh, not for gear, for story stuff.
oh, okay. Yeah, we'll
You'll
see.
want to have a decent amount of money.
Yeah, this banker's asking 10k out of me. I was like, bro, I don't have 10k. It's not my
Mhm.
problem. You got robbed.
Exactly, exactly. Like, yeah,
I
that's
said,
literally what I told him.
I said I'll help him, but now like he ran away. So I'm like, well, I tried. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh well, we'll see how that goes. Um,
Exactly.
yeah. But yeah, other than those, uh, so I know you've been playing Prey. Well, not been playing, but did play, and I
I
just
played it
started
for the what do you call it? The
backlog.
backlog 2 months. It was like last month, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And yeah, I also just
It was this
started.
month's backlog for yours, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
I just started on it too, but
How
uh,
far in are you?
I'm pretty early. I don't even,
Okay.
I just read the message that you hear from, well, yourself. Not
Ah,
read,
okay.
watched.
So I'm a
Yeah.
little bit further.
Oh, just a little bit. Okay.
I mean, like a few hours, but
Okay.
you know.
Yeah. 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 So that's where I am. I like the premise. I am a fan of the studio, so it's just because of their Dishonored games, mainly.
Yeah, I really like
And Deathloop.
that they did like the how well they crafted like the paranoia,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like there's nothing really drawing me into like going back because I feel like it's not actually like that tense.
Okay, so I know you and I talked about this already, but we were both
Yeah.
lied to about this game. Uh,
Yes. We
so
both thought it was supposed to be a survival horror
yeah,
because that's what we've been told.
so see, I have seen the game before, but it was like kind of vague in my memory, right, about how it all plays out. This was like I don't even know how long ago, like almost a decade ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was, and then I know people kept talking about it, and then we always just heard that it's a horror type game. There's some horror element.
Yeah, that's what I've been told as well.
So I thought, yeah. So me and Kina both thought going into this like this is a survival horror. It's not
And it
horror at
wasn't.
all. It's not
It's not.
horror.
It's not at all horror.
It's survival, sure, but it's not horror.
like it uses the same like formula as like a survival game, like survival horror game.
Like Resident
So like
Evil,
yeah,
a
but
little bit.
it
Yeah.
has none of the horror.
Yeah, like you get jump scared by the mimics, but there's a tell. Like it's very easy to tell they're around, so you
Yeah.
know when to be
Mhm.
aware. So it's not,
Yeah.
yeah. But sometimes,
Can you give me like a minute? I need to quickly run to the bathroom. I yeah.
yeah, I can switch to be right back.
All right.
Woo,
Give me a sec.
be right back. And we're back. Hello, everyone.
Hello. All right. Back to Prey. What were we saying?
So Prey, yeah. So we said essentially it's not a horror. So for anyone expecting a horror game going into it, don't expect it. I feel like it'll just ruin the expectations because I feel, and I think we both kind of agree on this, that it felt a little bit let down. But I mean, now we know the reason. It's
For sure.
uh,
Yeah, because the thing for me,
yeah.
right, is like I knew that like it was going to be tense. So like I was actually quite happy with how tense it made me, but at the same time, because I was expecting it to be more horror and like more existential horror as well. Like I wasn't like I feel like the setting, even if it wasn't horror, it could be really good existential horror, but it doesn't even push towards that, at least as far as I've played. So it made me a little sad.
Yeah, and I agree. It's just it didn't grab me right away because I guess what I was looking for was just not thing. Yeah, but I still like a lot of the elements, like a lot of what it delivered and what it's doing so far. I will go back, I just don't know when.
I'm on the same boat, but like I'm not gonna prioritize it just because it's, you know.
Yeah, especially this month. There's so many more games coming out that I'd rather put time into those right now.
Yeah.
But definitely later
And
on.
for sure. And since we've kind of touched on your backlog game, let me just mention mine. Which is Eldest Souls. I mentioned this earlier in the game, not in the
Yes.
game, in the conversation. But yeah, Eldest Souls. I played it a little bit when I was working at the same company as Tellurian, and I was like, this game's really fun.
Yeah.
And I ended up playing it again this time, and it's still just as fun, I would say. But I do think that like the quality seems to be very like inconsistent.
Oh,
Because like the game itself, right, is basically a boss rush only. Like there is no normal enemies.
right.
It's just all bosses.
Okay.
And I think that's interesting. But at the same time, I don't think the boss's design is solid enough to actually, you know, carry the game. I think that's the issue I have.
Hmm. I mean, yeah, not one thing can't carry the whole game, right?
Well, if it's good enough, it can.
Yeah.
Like Sekiro is completely carried by parrying.
And
Like,
yeah, honestly, yeah.
yeah,
They have some
like,
good,
like.
cool boss fights, but that's because
Well, no, but
they nailed
because
it.
of the parrying, though,
Because of the
everything
parry.
comes down to parrying, and like, it's kind of the same with Sifu, right? Like, it does
Yeah,
parrying so well.
parry and blocking and God, I don't play
Yeah.
Sifu now. Um,
The newest update just came out a few
yeah, I
weeks ago.
heard. I didn't finish the first update. 'Cause it just kept getting too hard. Actually, no,
Yeah,
wait. I think I did finish it.
I'm not actually that big a fan of the arenas update though,
Mm. Actually, I did
because
finish it.
like,
I just didn't get 3 in every one of them.
yeah, I gave up on getting 3 in all of them.
Yeah.
It's too gimmicky.
No, but I get it. I was hoping for, I guess, another, what is it, level? But like, I didn't
Mhm.
care if it connected or not to the main
Yeah,
story. Just doesn't even have to be a
like,
story. Just be like,
yeah, just let me fight.
oh, saying that, it reminds me of this other game called John Wick Hex. Do you know
Oh,
about it?
I do not.
You might like it. It's turn-based. I don't.
Okay.
So I didn't play it myself, but one of my friends did, and
It is a fast-paced, action-oriented strategy game that makes you think and strike like John Wick.
yes. So you clear a level, you clear a whole like floor,
Mm-hmm.
per level. I think there's 6 levels or 5, maybe maybe less.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's a roguelite. No, I'm not sure about that.
It is real-time tactics, tactical 3D strategy action, at least according to the Steam users, which is to say that what I just said is actually
So
worthless
maybe
because
not
Steam
roguelite.
users are wrong.
Yeah, I don't quite remember, but yeah, it's just a strategy game. You're John Wick. You're just picking, shooting, and strategy, and like
Mhm.
effectively go through turn-based. Well, I don't know why I said real time because you do have to
Yeah, I think it's
strategize.
turn-based.
I think it's
Like
turn-based.
looking from the art style, like the not the art style, the video.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely turn-based. So the real-time comment is very confusing.
Yeah.
It's turn-based. Yeah.
Like I said, what I said was worthless because it's defined by users, and users are always wrong.
Mm. But yeah, I don't know. Sifu's kind of like that. It does have a gameplay mechanic, I guess, that would carry the game all the way through.
Mhm.
My friend did not enjoy the game so much. However, uh, he's never played this kind of game, but he's just a
Sifu
fan of
or
um John Wick Hex.
oh, okay,
Yeah, he was just a fan of the IP, and he's like, "I'm getting the game,"
fair enough.
without knowing what the game was.
I just I respect that
I
decision, but
think.
also that's a bad decision.
Oh no, he did know what the game was, but he was just interested, I think, for the IP. And yeah, he did make a
Mhm.
review on it. He made a review on our
Oh,
old,
was it?
yeah,
Wait,
no,
him or
not Tim, another friend.
okay,
Yeah. Yes, he was. Yeah, he's been on the channel. Krishna was played it, and
hmm
yeah, he's. I don't think he enjoyed it, but I hear it's still an okay game.
it's got
But
mixed on
yeah, it's
Steam.
got mixed, but it's not like terrible
Yeah,
from what I heard.
like it seems
Yeah. But it looks cool.
yeah.
But also, um, speaking of gameplay,
Yes,
Dragon's
sir.
Dogma 2 got some gameplay, huh?
I don't know if you heard the claps.
No, not at
I
all.
okay. I clapped 3 times. I was like, pop,
Did
pop,
not hear a
pop.
single one.
Okay, okay. Discord, stop trolling me. Come on. Okay. So I am extremely excited for this. Because I mean, y'all know, Dragon's Dogma is one of my favorite games of all time. And the fact that it's an open world game also, like, I think the fact that it's one of my favorite games and it's an open world game, like, I think, like, kind of speaks volumes because I hate open world games. But no, the original game came out 11 years ago, and it was incomplete because, as I mentioned before, Hideaki Itsuno got pulled off of the project to go supervise the Devil May Cry reboot because they couldn't get their shit together at Ninja Theory,
Oh yeah.
right? Yeah, Ninja Theory. So I'm very, very excited for a Dragon's Dogma that's actually complete. But yeah, I'm really excited, like, cause all the combat and stuff just looks so goddamn good.
They all look pretty
Yo,
solid so far, for sure.
yeah, dude, like I'm so excited, dude. Like the fact that they also added spears to the game, like, you know, my favorite weapons are spears.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
When is it
But
coming?
yeah, no release date yet.
Oh, wait,
But
really?
like,
Not even like a year of estimated year?
nope.
Oh, so it's just to be announced.
Yeah, I'm assuming next year.
Okay. Maybe
I'm actually
game.
kind of surprised that Monster Hunter 6 wasn't announced when they showed off the Dragon's Dogma gameplay, though, actually.
I
Because, like,
mean,
everyone was excited to see the game,
would
like, see the announcement.
would they be
Hmm?
competing games?
They are different because Monster Hunter is more arcadey, like, mission-based, right? Because it's like you pick up the quest, you go hunt the monster, and then you come back.
Yeah.
In Dragon's Dogma, it's a persistent open world.
Yeah. But I guess the general overview mechanics are similar.
You can't climb monsters in Monster Hunter, though. Like
You can
climb,
grab onto
actually
them, no?
climb. You can grab onto them to slam them into walls.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
it's attack.
but like in Dragon's Dogma, you climb it like Shadow of the Colossus. Like, actually, like,
Mm-hmm.
climb it,
So
move
like Wild
around,
Hearts.
attack weak spots. Kind of like Wild Hearts, but
Wild
like
Hearts is the same, right? You grab on and they can like
with
all
Wild
around.
Hearts, they simplified it, but yeah,
Yeah.
mostly the same.
Yeah. Yeah, you just grab
Yeah,
on and crawl around and then
Mhm.
get all that kuri.
Yep. Speaking of which, we still need to finish Wild Hearts.
Yes, we do.
But yeah, no. Wild Hearts is great. That's one of the reasons I like Wild Hearts. Actually, it reminds me a lot of Dragon's Dogma.
That makes sense. I do like the animations of the monsters in it, and during the combat,
Mm-hmm.
it feels grounded enough, like not so
Yeah,
ragdolly.
like
Like
that's.
I don't know if it makes sense,
Mhm.
but ragdolly they ragdoll a bit to a good extent.
Mhm.
What does that mean?
I
Yeah, that.
somewhat get the idea. Like, okay, so like they move like what you would expect an animal like that would move.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, like because that's the thing. That's why I like Monster Hunter, like Wild Hearts, right?
Mhm.
Like they move like actual, like you imagine animals like that would move.
Yeah.
Like
Exactly.
it makes sense, kind of thing.
Exactly. And I really appreciate the animations in Wild
Hmm.
Hearts, and yeah.
I feel like in a lot of these games, the animation plays such a big part that like people don't really like realize.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause like if you say like if you watch, say, a Glavenus's tail in Monster Hunter, you can tell what attack it's about to do even before like it actually starts the attack.
Yeah, I assume most games would want to do that, right? With their enemy design.
That's yeah, like that's the kind of gameplay I want.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Souls games do it. Monster Hunter does it. Um, Dragon's Dogma did it. Wild Hearts does it now. Hopefully we get more about from Wild Hearts though, because like there hasn't been an update for a while.
Mm. I mean, do they have plans to do more updates?
I don't know. I haven't looked into it since the last update. I just played and died a lot.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Fair. Yeah. I haven't. I think last time I played was with you. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
We just beat Amaterasu, I think.
Yes. Yes, we did. That was a.
Yeah. It's a good fight. The newest boss was that the DLC was Amaterasu but moon instead of sun.
Okay.
A lot of similar attacks.
Yeah. Well,
But yeah, continue.
of games we played together, we also played Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yes.
Yu-Gi-Oh was fun.
So actually, we got so one of my friends and I, Vex and I, got Tarun to try Yu-Gi-Oh,
Yeah.
and we spent like a whole day like looking through cards and playing it.
Mm-hmm.
And what are your thoughts, Tarun?
It took me a couple of games to grasp it, but I think I grasped it at the end.
hmm
I have
I gave him
the Gemini deck.
I gave him my Gemini deck to try out. It's
Uh,
relatively simple to start off, but like there's a lot of intricacies that you don't really get until you play it a while.
Also, the Gemini pack have their own unique rule, which kind of
Yeah.
changes how you play it a bit. You got,
hmm
yeah. Um, it was interesting the how to use that to your advantage, and
Yeah. There's a lot of like
yeah.
little things that you never really like think about
Mm-hmm.
as playing a different deck. And then you think about it here and you're like, oh, I could do this, I could do that, I could do so many things.
Yeah. It is interesting that a lot of like I noticed like a lot of the conditions I guess that you have to fulfill
hmm
are requiring either like deaths or to be attacked or like killed, whatever.
hmm
It
Like
so it's to like, oh, you're not so much building your attack power, I guess, but you're building towards
effects, yeah.
like yeah, you're building towards effects. So you have to entice the opponent to attack you
Yes.
at some well, depending on your strategy, but yes, that is a
hmm
valid strategy too.
Yeah. Like there's a lot of decks that actually do that, but without the Gemini part.
Mm-hmm.
So I have found a lot of my decks. When we did it, like when we played Yu-Gi-Oh,
Yeah.
I only had like 4 decks to like play around with him with Tarun and Vex.
Mm-hmm.
But Vex actually has his own deck now because
It was in
he
your
found a
house for
Yu-Gi-Oh
10
stop.
years.
I mean, it was at my house, but also like he has gone and bought a bunch of packs
Oh
like an
yeah,
addict.
yeah, yeah. He told me about it. Like, look, there's this one very close to my house, and I'm like, oh shit, you're
He literally
fucked.
he literally he literally messaged me, was like with like a box. I was like, help.
He just told me about the shop, and I was like, damn, dude, that's quite close. Like, damn them, because now I'm gonna
Yeah.
go there with my wallet, and it's gonna be their fault I spent money.
Pretty much. Yeah. And yeah, he also has his old deck, which is not complete. Because it's
Mm,
missing some of the stuff he had before, and I'm just confused where they went because
mm,
yeah, I found the rest of my decks. Vex helped me find it because this was when we were seeing Rosaire off last Friday.
yes.
Yeah, we went through my. So I moved back from America like what 5 years, 6 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. And I never unpacked my boxes, and so we went through the boxes, and yeah, I found like 40 decks.
Oh my god. I don't even
and
have one.
so so funny thing, right? We found like boxes that like Vex and I used in high school, and he was like, "Okay, this is what we have to play around with," and I was like, and we looked through all of them, and I was like, "Okay, let me go look it through the others." And he was like, "Wait, this isn't it," and I was like, and then I pulled up the whole bag,
Right.
and like I work out, right, and like I was struggling to lift this bag up.
Oh
And
my god.
I brought it out and he was like, holy shit, dude.
Oh God, that's the worst kind of
Yeah,
stuff, huh?
so yeah, so next time you come visit,
Yeah.
we have like 40 more decks to play around with, so you know. Not all of it is in English though, so like we're gonna have to like
We can
figure it
use
out,
the
but
app, I think, a bit,
yeah,
right?
the app's gonna help a
The
lot.
app's wonderful, by the way.
That's fucking amazing. Play in
Yeah.
Japanese, that's fine.
It's like, you have a Japanese card? It's okay. Just take a photo and we'll show you what it does exactly. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
digitalization in its finest form.
let's go. Yeah, see, I'm pretty sure I have 3 decks somewhere in my house. 2 of them is definitely the same type. Uh,
Hmm.
I think it's like a dark type or something.
Well, if you can find it, like you can use it as a base to like
The
build
thing
something out of.
is, it was such a mess, and I was a kid, and I think like a lot of them are fakes for sure.
That's fair.
And one half of the deck, like my friend gave me before he left. And
Ah,
I was like, oh, thank you. No,
yeah,
it was a dark set, so I'm like, oh,
fair
I
enough.
don't know what to do with this. But okay, I'll keep
Yeah,
it.
I have a starter deck I can throw you, so it's
Mhm.
fine.
Yeah, but I can't find them. I've been looking for them all week, and I can't find them.
It's
Sad.
okay. I'll just throw you the starter deck, and if you find it, you can just throw it in, and
Yeah.
then be like, you know.
Yeah, but like I think the only other like similar card game I've played is Duel Masters.
I have looked into Duel Masters before, but I never got into it.
I used to play it a lot with this one guy. There's only one other guy I knew who played it, so it's just me and him playing it all the time.
Hmm.
Um, because I don't think barely anyone knows what Duel Masters is.
I
Right? Right?
I mean, you. I mean, I think a lot of people my age at least knew what
Uh,
it was. I don't. I mean, you're a little younger, so I don't know if it's.
I couldn't find anyone else, but I did find someone older. He's like a year above me at the time,
Okay.
so that guy was like the only one who's the other guy who knew Duel Masters. I'm like, all right, we're gonna
Hmm.
play. But yeah,
Yeah.
but
So,
I
cause
don't
like Duel Masters came like somewhere towards when I was in high school, I want to say,
know.
and like I
Yeah.
I never got into it because I was into Yu-Gi-Oh, and well, card games are expensive. One is enough.
See, I did get Yu-Gi-Oh, and yes, I think it's because of the anime at the time. Uh,
Hmm.
but I could never find anyone who played it. That's why I never played it before,
Fair enough.
because I didn't find that crowd. And in my year, I don't think there was anyone.
Hmm.
as I re- yeah, I know there's a few like anime fans, but they don't play Yu-Gi-Oh.
I think the thing with Yu-Gi-Oh is that like, especially the newer Yu-Gi-Oh, like it's so complex that like
I
half of the yeah
Yeah, I don't know anything about the newer Yu-Gi-Ohs. I didn't even know they
yeah
were
like
still going on. But
yeah like the so what we play would
mhm.
be basically considered like the third series,
Mm, okay.
which is like I think personally at like the ideal complexity level where it's complex but it's not like an encyclopedia in a card,
Mm,
but
yeah.
like they had to like it's at the point where like they started to have to shrink the text to fit it in.
Oh yeah, a lot of the texts are quite small.
Yeah, but like the newer cards are quite complex as well. Like the ones after our the gen that I played. Um
Ooh, okay.
yeah.
Need to get our reading glasses out.
Yeah, but I'm thinking of just sticking to like cards in
Yeah,
like at this like Gen 3, maybe like Gen 4 just because like some of it just slots in relatively well and it's not too much more difficult
yeah.
to like understand.
Hmm. Yeah, it makes sense, right? Why overcomplicate something that was so simple
Yeah.
before?
Hmm. I mean, shit. Why would you play monster cards in fucking spell and magic slot, or a spell and trap slot?
Oh God, what?
Yeah.
Okay, no. See, I don't want to get that complex.
Yeah. Like I don't even know the rules for that.
Like it took me, I believe, like 4 games till when I finally
So
like got it. Like,
yeah.
okay.
Like I think you got the flow of the game in like the second game, but like the deck itself, I think you took about 4 games to like kind of grasp it.
Yeah, yeah. The deck is the part that I guess I was
The
figuring out
deck
the
is
most.
like the thing with Yu-Gi-Oh is that the flow is very simple, but the deck is very complex.
Yes. So it's all about, yeah, because I'd say
And
the
mhm,
rules are relatively simple, but
attack till they die.
yeah, just attack till they die, get rid of their points.
Yeah.
But the the additional rules, I guess, are dependent on the deck you have, and each card has their
Yes.
own rule. So now you just have to create that condition to enact that rule.
hmm
Yeah,
Yeah, because like each deck plays with like a different like mechanic, right? Like
yeah,
some decks play off of like the graveyard. You send everything to the graveyard and then you summon them from the graveyard.
yeah. So like, yes, I
Um,
want to kill my monsters.
yeah, and then some like the one that you were playing is like, okay, I use equip cards to do and then destroy the equip card to summon something from the graveyard,
Yeah,
and then like it's pretty cool. But like some of them even play in the removed from play deck.
yeah, yeah. Some of them are just
Like
removed.
yeah, like like you'd think removed from play is actually removed from play, but no, you actually can summon from there with specific decks.
Oh, what?
Yes.
Wow.
Like that, it's actually really fun.
Sounds kind of troll. Like you've literally removed it from out of the game and like, no, no,
Yeah,
come back.
yeah, the deck is based, it's called the different dimension deck. Your the lore of it is basically them being removed from play is like being banished to a different deck, or sorry, a different like dimension. But using these cards, you are pulling them from the different dimension,
Oh
and when they
my
die,
god.
they go back to that dimension.
All this multi-dimensional stuff. I just
I mean, it was in like Gen 1, so like
mm-hmm. It's
it's
because
still like it was simple.
earlier today I just watched the Mortal Kombat one, like all
Oh yeah.
cutscenes. It's almost 4 hours long. It's actually a pretty decent story, but God,
hmm
it like basically every ending in Mortal Kombat 11
It's canon because
is
of
canon
multiverse.
because of multiple timelines. Because the game has you assume
hmm
there's only one timeline because like the whole franchise has been rebooted and this is now the beginning like start, although
hmm
still canonizing pretty much everything before
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat 1.
Oh
Um,
lord.
which means DC is canon, technically. Mortal Kombat versus DC.
Them fighting Alien was also canon.
I guess, yeah. God of War Kratos is canon, I
Wait, was
guess.
Kratos in ever
He's in
in?
the PlayStation Mortal Kombat 9.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know that.
It was so funny. He just
I mean,
randomly
honestly though, he
pops in
fits
and
though.
then he
Honestly.
yeah, I think Raiden even gives him like a sign of respect and lets him go. Like, respect, man, go
Mm.
home. uh, yeah, he's part of the good guys. But you can,
hmm
yeah, I guess that's canon. Um, yeah, it's insane. Multiple parallel timelines, each with very different versions of very different characters.
hmm
Interesting. Really cool.
Yeah,
I still want to get the
seems like it.
game, but now I can wait for like some sale or something because I would purely get it for the fighting.
Yeah, I feel like my issue was always with the fighting for me.
Yeah, yeah, I enjoy it. It's kind of arcadey fun.
Like, cause the thing is, right? Like, I come from like Soul Calibur, right?
Hmm.
So like the flow of it feels very like it's very smooth, I would say, when it comes to Soul Calibur. And like when I played Mortal Kombat at Vex's place
Hmm.
the first time, and it's not like the first time I played Mortal Kombat, but like a recent Mortal Kombat. This was when I met Passive Bot the first time.
Oh, okay.
So like that was relatively recent, sort of like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I was like, this game feels like ass,
Oh no.
and so I didn't never actually played it again.
Which Mortal Kombat was it?
I don't know. I actually don't know.
Was it 10 or 11? X or
I don't
11?
I don't actually remember, but like I played it a few times, and like I used like my fighter knowledge to like get
Uh-huh.
by, but I was like, I'm not a fan of how this feels. This feels too clunky. I'm assuming
No.
it was 10. I'm assuming 11 was
10,
relatively recent.
I think, yeah, 11 is the latest one before 1.
Wait, let me
But
check the
11
year.
came out quite a couple of years ago. I think, if I remember right.
Mortal Kombat 11 is 2019. Yeah, it's definitely before. Like, no, it's definitely 11. It's definitely 11 that I
Okay.
played.
Yeah, 11 was the reason. I liked 11 though. 10 I did not like. I liked 9, I didn't like 10, and then I liked 11.
Hmm. Yeah,
That's
because
how.
2019 was when I was still in uni for my master's,
Mm.
and I definitely went to that party way after my master's.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. So I don't know. I like the story from what I saw. IGN
Mhm.
uploading the whole thing. Guys, thank you,
Yeah, yeah.
IGN.
It's
uh,
so weird to me because
yeah, it's so weird they
like
did that because I was thinking of getting it purely like, I want to see the story and I want to play the game. But now
mhm.
that the whole story is there, I was like, nah, I'm just gonna wait for a sale so I can just get the gold
Yeah,
part.
like that just feels so weird to me because like I know that like most fighter fans will play the game for the fighting,
Yeah.
but like shouldn't you like not upload the entire story if for the people who
Yeah.
do care about the story? Like
There
that's like cutting off like at least like 10% of the player base who would have gotten it for the story.
The only difference players are gonna see, I guess, is by the end you can choose which fighter you wanna fight your way up to the end boss. But
Hmm.
it doesn't change the ending. It's just like you get a few different scenes, I guess.
It's not really.
Yeah, so it's still a very linear story game. It's not like Mortal Kombat 1 where, I mean 11, where now every ending is canon.
Yeah, I guess.
But yeah, so many versions. So I guess
Hmm.
I wonder if the movies are canon.
Watch it be.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah. I do feel like fighters turning their stories into like multiverse shit is kind of common recently though.
Yeah, we have everything
Yeah,
everywhere all at once.
yeah.
Fighter
But
multi.
like I think specifically fighters as well. Well, I mean I guess the only like point of reference I have is like Soul Calibur and this game. But like
I would say
cuz
Injustice, but that was a comic book.
eh,
DC Comics.
yeah. I Injustice is by the same devs as Mortal Kombat, right?
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
I like Injustice too, but no.
I have only played the first one. I did not like it.
Yeah, it does not feel as polished as Mortal Kombat. Like it feels
Hmm.
like a less polished version, which
Yeah.
is the
Like Mortal Kombat definitely feels more polished than Injustice for sure.
yeah.
Like the one I played.
And I think Mortal Kombat 9 was what got me into the series, and then
Hmm.
I think the gameplay in 9 is still better than like 10 and 11. I don't know
That's
how it
kind of
is.
hilarious.
I don't know how it is in 1,
Yeah.
but
Like it
yeah.
feels so weird that like for me, right? Like it feels weird that like some devs find like maybe not a perfect formula, but like they find some like really good hidden sauce basically,
Mhm.
and then they just ditch it.
Yeah, it's like what made the gameplay good, they kind of like leave it behind and then just rework
Yeah,
it.
like Soul Calibur tried to do that.
Yeah.
Um, between Soul Calibur 4 and 5, right?
Hmm.
Soul Calibur 5 didn't have a lot of the things that made Soul Calibur 4 good, and I was like, why does this game exist? Is it just to hurt me?
Oh, no.
And then Soul Calibur 6 came out, and it was actually good,
Mm.
and brought most of the things back. Slightly not everything, but like I think they added a lot of better things, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I don't know. Fighting games I've played, I think I played a little bit of Street Fighter, but I was never, I guess, in the hype train for it. So I missed out on a
Yeah.
lot of Street Fighter. Cause
So the first game I remember playing as a fighter,
mm,
like 25 years ago, 26 years ago.
I think one of the
Um,
first fighter games I played was Tekken, and I was stuck to Tekken for quite a while.
mhm. Let me check when Soul Edge came out. That's the first game I ever played.
Oh, so
This
hmm.
Yeah, Soul Edge is the original Soul Calibur, but they changed the name later. But Soul Edge came out in 1997. I was 3. It is the first game I remember playing. I don't think I played it when I was 3, but I definitely played it a ton.
I think people also refer to a game called Killer Instinct.
Killer Instinct, I hear good things about.
I've never played it, and I never heard of it up until I think there was like an announcement for a remake or remaster or something,
Hmm.
and then people got really hyped, and like there was like all this hype out of nowhere, and I remember thinking like, where did this come from? What is this game? I've never seen this game before.
Hmm.
Yeah, I guess I just wasn't in the circle for it.
I think I
Which
think it's just dependent on like the kind of games you've kind of grown up on as well,
I feel
a
like
bit.
almost everyone knew this game, but I didn't.
Fair enough, honestly.
So that's, like, oh, this is like one of the mainstream things I somehow missed because the internet is so large. You would think you would have heard of it.
Hmm.
Yeah. But no, Tekken was a game I always played, and I think I used to learn how to play Raven.
Raven, I don't act like. Okay, so disclaimer, actually not that big a fan of Tekken. Like I respect it, but I don't actually like the gameplay that much.
Oh no,
So,
it's so
but
fun.
like I think it's a good game. I just don't really play it myself because like I had a lot more fun with like the variety of weapons in Soul Calibur rather than like the
Uh,
variety of like martial arts in
See,
Tekken.
I was gonna say I like that I like the variety of martial arts in Tekken. It's
I
definitely
think
got
it's
a
good for
big thing.
sure, right? Like I
Yeah,
don't think it's a bad thing, but like
yeah.
I'm more a weapon guy than a bare hands combat kind of guy.
Okay, that makes sense. I'd
Yeah.
say I'm more of a. I do enjoy more of like the different martial arts.
Hmm. Like I enjoy martial arts now,
Mm-hmm.
but like if I was to like play a game with like martial arts, I would prefer something along the lines of like Sifu, where like, you know.
Yeah, but that's sticking to one, and I guess with mods you have different ones too.
Yeah.
Um,
Like
yeah. I don't know, Tekken
I
just gives
actually
you.
ki- I'm actually kind of curious to like try to like learn Wing Chun, but at the same time it's kind of like
It's just for exercise, right? Wing Chun. What
yeah,
kind of
for I
and
mean,
meditation.
you can use Wing Chun for actual fights, but like at the same time it's a what do you call it? Like you shouldn't just rely on it specifically, I think.
Yeah, yeah. You shouldn't
Like
rely
I think
on
you have to
it.
mix a lot of different martial arts to
Yeah.
like, you know, actually fight
Mm-hmm.
because like I think Muay Thai is one that like people say is actually really good for using like for real.
Yeah.
But like I mean I don't get into fights often enough to know, to be honest.
Yeah. No, there's not like you master one kung fu style and then you're like, I'm a
Yeah,
great fighter. It's like no, you have to know every one of them and then mix and match and
yeah. Like I hear that like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is like king of grappling, I think if I remember correctly.
yeah, I remember seeing all those
Um
memes where one dude is just on the floor and then the guy like runs off.
yeah. And like Muay Thai I think they said is king of grappling.
Oh. Yeah,
Or
jujitsu
sorry,
is
not
like
grappling.
a
Striking. Sorry,
striking.
striking.
I was like,
Sorry,
huh.
my brain was like, yeah, no, yeah, and I think, I don't actually know very much, but like, I just really like how Wing Chun looks visually.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. Ip Man
Like it's pretty
popularized
as
it,
fuck.
I think. I think
Yeah.
Ip
Also, I
yeah,
like Baji Kwan as well.
Baji Kwan. I don't know that one.
Um, if like with so it's the martial arts that Kire uses in Fate Zero.
Oh, okay.
It's an
Okay.
actual martial art.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I know.
Yeah, like I always love how it looked. It's just powerful as fuck.
Yeah. But I know, like, yeah, Wing Chun is definitely, I think, one of the more popular kung fu styles, just because of,
It is.
yeah, because of Ip
Yep.
Man, Bruce Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Jackie Chan did some Wing Chun, but he also did a different one, right? He
Jackie Chan is Drunken Fist, right?
Drunken
Is the
Fist.
most famous one.
Yeah, is the most
Like
famous one.
that's what he's famous for it. Yeah.
Yes, but
But I
he's
think
also
he, of
done Wing
course, he
Chun.
trains in other stuff too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then Sifu came out and people started talking about Wing Chun again, even though it's not using Wing Chun, but it's a
It's
very
not. It's
similar style.
yeah. It's a yeah.
Is it Pak
Wait.
Mei?
Yeah. It's Pak Mei. Yeah.
Pak Mei.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I would understand. I would want to learn Wing Chun just because it looks cool.
Yeah. Like I don't even like want to be like good at it. I just want to like look good doing it. Like I don't actually like I just want it to look good. Like when I do it. Like
Yes.
practice and like I want to actually get like, you know, the training dummy for Wing Chun. Or sorry for like
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Cuz like I was watching a videos on YouTube explaining like how they actually like function
Hmm.
and I'm just like, "Oh, this is cool as hell."
I think I've seen a video about it too, and yeah, it's a really cool like training dummy actually.
Yeah. Like I just like martial arts in general to be honest, but like I feel like it's so weird, right? Because like I like martial arts a lot, but like martial arts fighting games have never appealed to me, which is so weird
I
because
like
I'm a fan of martial arts games.
I like martial
And like
arts, and then I think naturally we would like martial art media, such as
mhm,
movies, right?
yeah.
Um, games? Huh. I guess no. I think well, Tekken has martial arts, but I guess it never
Yeah.
appealed to me
It's not for
that
yeah.
much for martial arts. But it's just like they have a lot of styles.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like
I guess the only
I
one
think
in recent
mhm,
memory is Sifu,
yeah.
right?
Like I think Dead or Alive also uses a pretty decent chunk of martial arts,
Mm-hmm.
but I've always kind of felt like Dead or Alive is too floaty,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like mechanically at least.
yeah,
And like not to mention it's not the kind of game you want to play in the living room.
of course. Oh my god, I can send
Oh my
messages
god,
in
I
the
can send messages now.
just the two of us.
Hello, Rosera. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Hope you're
Welcome
doing
in.
absolutely fantastic.
I don't know why you couldn't earlier. You are a mod. You shouldn't.
Internet being dumb dumb.
The action was not. Yeah. Taipei did not want me to send messages in this stream. Oh no.
Are we being watched?
Oh
Is that
no.
it?
Oh no. Let's go.
Big Brother is watching.
This is sponsored by Nord VP. Never mind. No, we're not.
The CCP is watching. Oh no.
Oh. Oh no. Oh god. All right. Well, we are talking about kung fu after all.
Yes. Actually, though, I kind of want to push us towards any other topics we'd like to talk
Yeah.
about,
Oh yeah.
just because
No. Of
I do
course.
have like a time limit relatively soon.
Of course. Yeah, no, there's we're talking about fighting and games, but you know, there's I think earlier we mentioned that there's a lot of games that we're looking
Mhm.
forward to, and there's a
Oh
lot
yeah.
of games coming out this month. There's alone, like Assassin's Creed Mirage is coming, Spider-Man
You
2.
know, the funny I'm looking at your list, right? Like
Uh-huh.
and like the funny thing is like I've been really excited for games in the past like month.
Hmm.
I'm actually not excited for any of these games.
Really?
Like I'm going to play Spider-Man 2 because it's Spider-Man 2, but like
Yeah.
I actually just don't particularly care about the rest.
I mean, I'm looking forward to Mirage, but I don't I
I mean, you know I fell off of
Valhalla.
Assassin's Creed, man.
I know you did. I was still on the boat up until Valhalla, but Valhalla like immediately had me jump ship.
Yeah, that
Like
bad,
that's
huh?
how bad it was. I gave it 50 hours
I
because
mean, that's a fair amount of hours to be honest.
and I barely cracked the main story because there's so much other shit that you run across.
Mhm.
And then I'm the type of guy to be like, I'm gonna pick.
I have to do
I have to
everything.
do this. I have to. Yeah, I have to find this and that. And then it ended up just going to 50 hours, and I didn't even realize like, oh shit, I still have to do the main
Yeah.
story. And it wasn't because I was enjoying it. It just felt mostly tedious. Like, okay, I have to get this done, this done, this done. And
Yeah.
then when I came back to the camp to continue the story, it's like, here's another tutorial thing that you didn't know you could do in this game. I was like, I'm 50 hours in, and you're still giving me a fucking tutorial because I didn't progress the main story.
To be completely fair, right?
Yeah.
Warframe's entire game is like a bunch of tutorials stitched together with like really fun gameplay.
That's fair, but the Valhalla lacks fun gameplay too.
Fair enough.
Like it's such a like it's a wildlands, right? So there isn't a lot of parkour. But
Yeah.
I thought like, oh, you did this already. Look at Assassin's Creed 3. Like you can do parkour in the forest, but they don't let
Mhm.
you. Like it's so hard to. I think there's some
That
trees
is really
you
sad.
can climb, but you can't like parkour across the trees like you could in 3.
Mhm.
In 3, I remember that
Yeah.
being really fun, right?
Mhm.
You could do that and just chase people. It was so cool. Like chase animals and stuff with it,
Yeah.
hunting.
I feel like that would be like the natural thing, right? Like if you're in like a forest area,
Yeah, Assassin's Creed 3
especially with
nailed
like
it.
how much especially with like how much parkour is and like how much of it is like crucial to the identity of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, they like slowly took it out. I'm pretty sure it started with Black Flag, where there's
Mhm.
you could barely
The ships.
parkour because you're mostly on ships, and also the cities you do go to. I mean, it's like the era of like the pirates and stuff. So it's like
Mhm.
they're not
Very
very
simple buildings.
yeah, they're pretty simple buildings. They're not really fun to parkour around.
Mhm.
Um, the only fun times you have parkouring is like in story, and that's because you have like in these specific locations where they do give you fun courses.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then Unity came out, probably the best parkour in the series.
Okay.
Uh, France, they pretty much did a really good job. It's just the story was kind of and I think on launch it was very boring. Not boring, broken. It was very broken at launch, but now it's fixed.
Mhm. Fair enough.
Yeah, 6 it was still fine. 7 was Origins, and that was the first time they pretty much say, "Now you're in a desert. Good luck parkouring, guys."
That's depressing to me,
Yeah,
honestly.
you can't park. I mean, they gave you a bunch of other stuff, and people liked it, but the crucial element wasn't there, and I didn't see a lot of people talking about it. So I guess they just forgave it because the game was actually pretty good.
Mhm.
And then yeah, Odyssey was kind of like, it was kind of didn't make sense
Mhm.
why it was what it was. And then now we have
Yeah.
Valhalla, which is just like, okay, now you're
Travesty.
doing too much. You're doing too much. It's not even the same IP anymore.
Yeah. Like I think the thing for me, right? Like I already felt this. I dropped off
Mhm.
after Brotherhood.
Yeah. I don't know, but Revelations was hard to get through, but and I
I
remember,
played the starting mission. And I was like, I can't do anymore, dude. It's too much. Like
yeah,
it's. I don't think it's like at that point, like because it's just the starting mission. I don't think it's really even like the
no,
fact that Revelations was hard to get through. I think I was just sick of the formula.
I mean, for the Ezio stuff, I mean, they didn't change much at all, but because they were spin-off games. I
Hmm.
don't think they ever said it as part of the main line, but they are like, yeah, I don't know. Because then 3
Yeah.
came out, and so 2 and then 3.
Hmm.
But Revelations, it was just really hard to get through, 100% for me at
For
least.
sure.
And even
Hmm.
like one of my friends, he was just as big a fan of Assassin's Creed like me, and uh, I forced myself though, like really hard to get through the game,
Hmm.
and then the ending was actually really really good, and I loved the ending. It was amazing. It was really cool, and I think it's because it also breaks the fourth wall, so it kind of messes with
Mm.
you a little.
I
Uh,
think I've heard about this.
yeah, so it's really good, and then I told my friend about it because he had already given up. Because like, I can't, dude. The game is just not good. I can't, like, the story is not compelling. Like nothing is like pulling me to play this game, right? And
Hmm.
I it's just my word, right? For to him, I said, trust me, get to the ending, and it'll probably be worth it. And he did. He
Probably
came.
be worth it.
I would say,
Probably.
I would say it's worth it because he came back to me later and he said, "Okay, you were right, dude. It was worth it, but I'm not gonna play the game again." I was like, "Me neither."
Yeah.
I just needed to go through that once.
See, the solution is to use YouTube now.
No, I could have used YouTube, but no, like I think just like you get that satisfaction, right? You did it yourself. Like, oh, payoff.
Hmm.
Yeah, they got lucky that the story carried the ending for the game to be playable.
Fair enough.
But yeah, Mirage, coming back to its roots, or so they claim. Um,
Hmm.
I hope it's not another big, like 50, 60 hour adventure.
Yeah, I feel like there's
Especially
too
for
many.
Assassin's Creed. Like, Assassin's Creed does
Yeah.
not need that. It can be 12 hours, Like,
Honestly, like the length of like Assassin's Creed 1 and 2 are like my ideal for me.
yeah.
Like without the side stuff. I mean, like with optional side stuff is good, but like without
Mm-hmm.
the side stuff being like 10, 12 hours, I think it's good for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think 10, 12 is pretty good. Like, you don't have to stretch stuff out. Because when Assassin's Creed started getting longer and longer, they were definitely dragging stuff out. And it's
Hmm.
very obvious. So I hope they don't
Yeah.
do that. Um, yeah. But, there's also in the month of October, Detective Pikachu Returns is coming out. If
Is it a game?
it is a game,
Okay.
right? Not the movie.
I
Although
I haven't seen anything about it.
it'll be nice to have a movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything about Detective Pikachu Returns.
Yeah, it'll be on Switch, of course.
Yeah, I mean,
It'll be out this
speaking of
week.
which, I need to
Really.
bring my Switch to school tomorrow.
What? What are you doing with the
One of my
Switch?
classmates was like, "Let's play Mario Party," and I was like, "You want to break our friendship before we even really become good friends?" But yeah, no, I'm bringing my Switch tomorrow, I guess.
Okay. Well, yeah, Detective Pikachu. I don't know too much about the game, but if Alex was here, I assume she would be excited.
Hmm.
Um,
I'm looking it up. But no, go ahead, keep going,
yeah.
keep going. I'm just looking.
The one I'm most excited for, though, and I think the only one I really care about this month that's coming is Marvel Spider-Man 2,
Of course,
of
I
course.
also care about that,
It's
but
so
only
close
because
now.
it's Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's so close now. But I don't know
Hmm.
why Assassin's Creed decided to launch in the same, well, not like just a week before Spider-Man 2.
I mean, honestly, like people are just gonna skip it because it's competing with Spider-Man.
Although, if they know that the game isn't, I hope that's just a sign that the game is not that long for Assassin's Creed. So they'll be like, okay, people will buy it, they'll play it, finish it, and then they'll move on to Spider-Man. But at least they'll get like the full package, and then people
Well,
will
no,
still talk
because
about
like
it,
if
right?
it's a week before, like they're making people pick between Assassin's Creed and Spider-Man, dude. Like
Yeah.
it's a week. If it's like 2 weeks, I get it. But if it's 2 weeks, right? You can wait for reviews. Reviews come out. It's good, short. People buy it,
Hmm.
play it, and then go play Spider-Man. But
Yeah.
if it's 1 week, there's not enough time to finish a game between that for most normal people, not us.
Well, well, that's
we're
the
we're
thing.
fucking no lifers.
That's the thing. If Assassin's Creed and Mirage does turn out to be, say, like a 10-hour, 12-hour game, that means you
Hmm.
could finish it in
Over
a
a
week
weekend.
or a weekend
Yeah,
and within the week. And then, like, all right, now I'm going to go get Spider Man. But of course, people aren't
yeah,
going to have the money to buy both,
exactly. I was
mostly.
about to mention that
Yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah, of course. But, those sometimes they do play into like the bigger spenders. So how much of that affects their market, I don't know.
I think it does affect the margin a lot though, because
I
like
for
the
sure.
release hype is so big,
Yeah,
like for
for both.
every
Yeah.
game. I feel like
Uh,
that's why early access games. kind of flop on release other than like Baldur's Gate, because like they've already kind of had quote unquote a release in early access. So like when it
Yeah,
actually comes out, no one gives a shit.
it is a little weird how Baldur's Gate took off. Oh,
Oh, I thought the game was out for a while, and then they were like, it got
so
released, and I was like, huh? Like fucking like Rosaire and Kohi told
yeah.
me that like it came out, and I was like, hasn't it been out for like months?
Yeah, it was like the early access. They're in early
Yeah,
access for a while.
yeah.
So see, I never kept up with Baldur's Gate. Like I saw them announce it, like announcement like years ago, Baldur's Gate 3,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then
Yeah.
people were excited, and then that was it. I never heard anything about it since. And then I didn't
Yeah.
even know they had early access open, actually.
Yeah. So for context, I actually grew up on Forgotten Realms novels,
Mm,
which is the setting of Baldur's Gate 3.
yeah.
Um and I was like, "Oh, huh, a new Baldur's Gate game." And like I also like grew up playing Bal- uh
Divinity?
Baldur's Gate with my dad on the PS2. I forgot. I think wait, was it Dark Alliance? Wait, give me a sec. Baldur's Yeah, Dark Alliance. This was way back with like really, really long ago. Like this was wait. Oh, it's on Steam now. But wait, let me check when it came out. This was in 2001.
Oh, wow.
I played this with my dad.
Noise.
Yeah, but no. This was it was a really fun game. I had a lot of fun. um and so I also like read some of the books growing up as well. So like I was kind of like when I got Baldur's Gate 3, I was
Hmm.
like, this feels very familiar. And I didn't link it between them until way later.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, I went and like read a bunch of lore stuff and was like, wait. Like I think one of the lines in the game tipped me off. Like I think it was when in the bank,
Yeah.
um where like the dwarf dude like mentioned like legends and like mentioned Dritz by name. And I was like, wait, Dritz is in this fucking universe? And I was like, oh god, wait. Like he was like one of the like heroes I grew up with.
Oh, no.
I mean like not like an actual like hero figure, but like a legendary like fighter ranger guy.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. He's like a drow fighter ranger who was like not like a normal drow because most drows are fucking crazy and like psycho as fuck.
Right.
But he was actually a good person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dritz. Yeah, I don't know much
Dritz
about the.
Jordan. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know too much about the realm except that it's based on D&D, which I guess is based on the Forgotten Realms,
It's
right?
yeah, the Forgotten Realms is I think I guess one of the official settings that they use for that is used by Wizards of the Coast, I think, if I remember correctly,
Oh, okay.
which is the developers of D&D.
Mm. Okay.
It's awesome.
um, yeah, but yeah, other games coming out this month. Metal Gear Solid Master Collection.
I think this is gonna be blasphemy, but I've never actually like liked Metal Gear Solid that much. Like I respect it for what it
Oh,
is. I respect it for what it is. It's just never
interesting.
been my kind of game.
Huh.
Which is
So,
really weird, right?
so I
Because like
never.
it's like
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
So I never
Yeah.
played Metal Gear Solid except for Ground Zeroes and 5,
Mhm.
the latest two. We're not
Mm.
counting Survive. Like that. I never played it
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, and those I actually really enjoyed, but it was incomplete, and we know why it was incomplete.
Of course.
But sad, because it was actually pretty solid. I was enjoying the game a lot until like, oh, it's not done though.
Mhm.
Um, but no, I never played the classic ones, and I wanted to play the one with Raiden.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Revengeance.
Revengeance, but I didn't get my hands on it. I don't know
Yeah.
where to get it.
I mean, I think online now, right? Like, I think you could get it on Steam now, right?
Is it in PC? It was a PlayStation thing for a while.
Okay, so it's not. I thought it would be at this point because it's been so long, but I guess not.
No, see, like, because Metal Gear Solid, I believe, was a PlayStation exclusive for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but it seems none of its games ever came to PC up until 5.
I mean, a bunch of them are on Steam now, which is not
Wow.
Revengeance.
Yeah, see, I wanted to play Revengeance.
Yeah, like
Um,
there's Metal Gear Solid Connect, like the collection, which has one. Uh, oh,
it's it's on Mac
it's the one that's
OS.
coming. Yeah.
It says
So
it's
yeah.
on Mac OS.
Yeah. So it's not all here yet. But
Okay,
it's the yeah.
okay,
It's the one you mentioned. The collection actually. It's just coming. It's not actually here
okay. So the
yet.
collection will be including it.
Yeah.
The Master Collection. And then there's of
Yeah.
course the Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater, which I believe,
Hmm.
I don't know if it's this month.
Yeah. All I know is that like I grew up watching my cousins play this game, like Metal Gear Solid in general,
Mm.
and I thought it was cool, but like I was always more into like fantasy than whatever Metal Gear Solid is considered.
Metal Gear Solid, I never played it up until 5, and 5 I did enjoy.
Hmm.
Not something I usually play, and definitely I don't think I've played a game where you're like a spy before
Hmm.
this, unless I'm not able to recall right now. Uh, um, but I had a lot of fun with like the different ways, but that's probably only kind of close to 5 where you can,
Hmm.
I guess, attack an objective in many different ways, stealth or guns blazing or
Hmm.
anything in between.
I think
Um,
you kind of have to be stealthy in the first earlier games. I think, if I remember correctly.
yeah, I think yeah, they kind of encourage it a lot. Yet with 5, it's more like do whatever the heck you want, man.
Yeah, like I think with the previous games, you have to be stealthy, but how stealthy
Yeah.
is up to you.
What's cool about 5 though, which I don't think any of the other games do,
Hmm.
the more you play a certain way,
The more they react to it.
the more the enemies will adapt to it, so it'll make it harder for you to do those things later on.
That's pretty cool.
So like I remember if you do a lot of headshots, they'll start wearing like helmets so you don't one shot their heads. Or that's just a
That
basic
just made
example.
that just made me think of Alien Isolation, and it pisses me off.
They adapt to your gameplay.
Alien Isolation, yeah, the alien learns how you play and like reacts to it, but like on the hardest difficulty, sometimes it just camps the place you're hiding in until you it bothers me because
That's annoying. They shouldn't camp.
like the
Camping was
yeah, like
nonsense.
on normal, it's
Yeah.
okay, right? Like on normal, it's not as like it like it's smart, but it's not like I know exactly where you are and I'm just gonna like be in the general vicinity all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But like so like if you use fire to chase it away, it becomes more resistant to fire later. So like in on the hardest difficulty, you need to use a decent chunk more fire, and like half the time its reaction speed is like light speed. Like it'll walk past you and like around the corner, and then you'll open and run the other way, and then it'll be like, "This bitch is over here," and then immediately come one shot you because it does one shot you if it sees you,
Okay.
or rather, if it catches you. But like 90% of the time, it's gonna catch you.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I think I like Isolation a lot, but I think it has, like, on the hardest difficulty at least, it's not balanced well.
Yeah,
So
I
yeah.
mean, yeah. I guess like I don't know. Sometimes I don't know if their hard difficulty is they want to be fair or they're just like let's just crank everything up.
Yeah, like the thing for me is like I like playing on the hardest difficulty for a lot of games because it shows what a game does right and what a game does wrong.
Mm-hmm.
In like a lot of Souls game, like I would like, what I mean, so like, you can tell like why I like Souls games. The animations are very readable and generally pretty fair,
Yeah.
which is one of the issues I had with Elden Ring actually,
Mm-hmm.
because like the difficulty itself I think is relatively fair once you play enough, but like you basically have to like pre-read the move and like read the AI rather than read the actual move animation. Because like a lot of the boss animations, like they start as like they hurt you as they start.
Oh, okay.
Like you remember with Godric that you were fighting
Yeah,
the
yeah,
dude with multiple arms.
yeah.
You know that like when he stops moving for about a second, you know that he's gonna start doing like the tornado thing around him, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like I don't know that because I read the animation. I know that because I fought him enough times to know how his AI works.
Oh no. Okay.
But like with like say a boss in Dark Souls 3,
Uh-huh.
you can see the swing start, when it ends, and when it's safe to go in. Like there's a lot of like AI trickery in Elden Ring as well that like catches you as you come in. It's like, oh, it looks safe, you come in, and then they smash your face in with a different attack.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like I think Elden Ring is a good game. I just have issues with some of the stuff.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Uh,
And like I always
yeah, I
bring
mean,
Elden Ring as an example because I have a lot of experience with Souls games. That's why I use it.
yeah. No, I know. Because
Hmm.
I was gonna mention that I know you had a lot of issues with it as well with Ragnarok.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I don't know
Yeah,
how I.
like cause I played what's the previous one? 2018, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I played 2018 and I could read all the animations, and like I played it and I enjoyed the entire game. Like I
Yes.
didn't have any moment in the game where I was like, this is bullshit. But like I felt that so much in Ragnarok that I was like, I don't know, dude. Like I don't know where the difference is because like looking at videos, like they look similar enough. Like they don't look that different, like in terms of like style of combat. So like I don't know what it is.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, they definitely changed it for sure, and I would say the enemies are harder to fight in
Hmm.
Ragnarok than they were in 2018, but not
Hmm.
but due to some changes in the combat more so than the
Yeah.
enemies just being tougher.
Hmm. I think one of the things I don't know if this was a thing in 2018, right? 2018 I think I wasn't too like deep into like analyzing the things I play. But I think like one of the things I noticed is Ragnarok has a lot of like color coded attacks, right?
Yeah, it does.
Like I don't know if you could react differently to attacks in 2018, but in Ragnarok.
Grabs usually I think mess you
Okay,
up.
yeah, because in I noticed in Ragnarok specifically, if like you know the shield bash you can do, right?
Uh-huh.
If you start a shield bash late, as they're like towards the end of the animation for their attack that you have to shield bash to counter it, they'll actually slow down their animation so you can get the shield bash off.
Oh, it's like a parry, right? Time your parry at the end.
No, 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 no. Shield bash, not parry. Different attack.
Okay.
Like the where you tap block twice,
Uh-huh.
like where you like
Oh,
actually
so
punch them with the shield.
it'll like hold back a bit to make it a bit fair.
Not to be fair, but like just so that you can do it.
Yeah.
And like I just thought it was really weird that like they wouldn't let you just use all of the tools, but like you have to use a specific tool. Like maybe like make like for me, right? Like for me, I think if you were able to dodge it as well,
Yeah.
that would be really good. But like a lot of the time, the attack will just home in if after the dodge as well.
Mm.
Like
Okay.
I don't know
Yeah.
if this
Yeah.
was an
Yeah.
issue in 2018 as well, but like it's been a while, so I, you know.
I mean, a lot of the attacks in 2018, I remember, also kind of track to you rather than when
Mhm.
you're dodging. You just have
Yeah,
to. I usually just wait
I
it at
frame it.
the very
Yeah,
last second. Kind of iframe
yeah.
it, but you still get out of the way, so it's not.
Hmm.
Maybe it clips, but it doesn't hurt you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like very close near misses usually.
Hmm. Yeah, like I think like with I like the concept of Ragnarok,
Uh huh.
and I think I like the animations a lot, and like some of the stuff you can do is really cool. But I think because of the encounter designs, I feel like there's not a lot of chances for me as a first playthrough player to actually use a lot of the mechanics.
Mm.
Like because maybe because I was playing on like the second hardest, right? I wasn't playing on Gimme God of War, I don't think.
Yeah.
Or actually I think I was, and then I pushed it down.
I don't know if you can push it down if after you go game.
Could I not?
Look, I
Then I guess I
think
was doing on the second highest
because
then.
I think in 2018, I don't remember if they did in Ragnarok, but I remember in 2018, if you do give me God of War, they're like, okay, but you can't turn it down once you commit to this, and you just
Hmm.
be like, okay.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I
Yeah.
did beat both games and give me God of War though. But I
Hmm.
remember having fun doing it though. But that's probably because I played it through once before
Hmm.
in a
Yeah.
normal difficulty or second hardest, and then
Yeah.
I fought them again in
Hmm.
the harder difficulty.
Yeah. I played um I played the original on Gimme God of War,
Mm,
and for my first playthrough, and I enjoyed it the entire way with some frustrations, but like not major ones.
yeah.
Um Ragnarok, I just like I stuck around for the story. Like about halfway through, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do whatever I can at this point.
Oh no.
But I do have to say there were standout fights, right? Like specifically the god fights were all fantastic.
Yeah.
Like some specific attacks I didn't like, but like most were good.
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, I think the high point for me was Thor for Ragnarok.
Yeah. For Ragnarok, I think Thor was definitely the most fun to fight.
Yeah, because all of his animations are really readable.
Yeah, but in the rebooted front, well, not reboot, I guess.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know what you'd call it, but yeah, the between 2010 and Ragnarok, I was gonna say Baldur. It is Baldur, right? Wait,
It is Baldur,
I
yeah.
was talking about Baldur's Gate so much. I'm like, wait. But yeah, Baldur. It was definitely like the most fun boss fight I've had.
I think it's Baldur wins because the presentation is so good.
Yeah,
I think the actual fight itself, I still
I don't know. I like the
I
hand-to-hand combat.
I actually don't remember Baldur very well.
Really?
Like I actually don't remember it very well, which is
Uh,
surprising.
the first encounter you have is so memorable.
No, I remember the cutscenes. I don't remember the actual fight though.
Oh, it's all like,
Which is weird because like you know me, right? Like I'm
yeah.
the gameplay guy. Like the fact that I don't remember it is kind of weird.
It is weird because I'd say it's pretty damn solid.
I remember thinking it's solid, but I don't remember the details.
Because they do like he'll telegraph his attacks as well, like before he like
Hmm.
dashes into you, and then if you like can
Yeah,
parry that, like either parry or
yeah. The
like dodge it,
parrying it was very satisfying.
that parry or even dodging it and then getting a counter attack in, it was also
Hmm.
satisfying. I was like, yeah,
Oh yeah, for sure.
that's cool.
Like I remember, like when you mentioned that, like wind up to dash, I remember it. Like popped up in my head, but like
Yes.
yeah, I don't remember like how the rest of the fight goes though.
Sometimes he'll you could throw trees at him or like swing the
Oh yeah,
troops
yeah,
at him, which is always
yeah.
fun to do.
Yeah. Hmm.
Or just, I think you could dash him? No,
I think so.
no. I think he, yeah. Well, it was a fun fight. I remember.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think the most good, one of the best looking fights, I guess, boss fights would be Kronos.
Kronos
It's like the biggest Titan from
in
God of War
3, right?
3, I believe. Yeah, you like rip his nail off.
Yeah. I feel like
Spec-
I feel like all of the god fights in 3 were really memorable because of how brutal it was.
yeah, everyone else goes back to talk about the Poseidon one,
It's because
but I feel
he the thing with Poseidon is that like Kratos didn't he could have finished the fight. He
like.
spent the time to make sure that he felt it before he killed him.
Oh
That's
yeah,
why it's so memorable.
yeah. He fucked him up.
Like, yeah, and same with like fucking Hercules, right? Same thing.
Same thing, but I feel like Poseidon still had it worse, and
Hmm.
it did make sense
Yeah,
because Poseidon is not even the one he has the vendetta against.
yeah.
Poseidon is the one who gets the worst shit. So
Hmm.
sad. Oh, poor
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, and Hermes pissed him off, so like it makes sense that he'd be so brutal about it. But like
Oh
watching
yeah,
him like
like
cut the fucking leg off, dude, that was kid me was like, holy shit, this guy's brutal.
exactly.
or
Yeah.
him like ripping Helios's head off, bro.
Oh, that was brutal. Like you could see the stretch
Yeah,
and
you
it's
can
like,
see the fucking sinews
yeah. Oof,
tearing.
yeah.
Dude, God of War is so memorable. It's
It
so
is.
goddamn good.
It is. I love it. No, but yeah, also real quick, with the
Mhm.
iPhone 15 Pro coming out, because we all care about that. Woohoo. Uh sorry. iPhone 15, yay. Apparently the Pro and Pro Max version will be supporting a few AAA titles and very recent
I'm
ones too.
I'm curious how this is actually gonna work because I can't imagine the iPhone being powerful enough to actually run these games.
So Apple says this is all made possible owing to the new GPU found within its cutting-edge A17 Pro silicon, the first 3nm, I don't know, processor to hit a mainstream consumer device.
Hmm.
That GPU supports hardware accelerated ray tracing on top of a mooted 20% increase in general performance over its predecessor. This thing's gonna have ray tracing on a phone? What?
I if they pull it off, I mean that would be great. But like I imagine if they do, like the actual
Oh.
resolution, like that they internally use, is gonna be like fucking tiny, and then they
Mhm.
upscale it a lot.
So they have further CPU horsepower to its already market leading performance. So they're already still relying on their CPU with
Yeah,
some
like
boosting.
I imagine that like if it can run these games, it's gonna be okay. So like I can like cause my phone runs like PS2 games already, right?
Yeah.
Like I can imagine like a more powerful one running like a PS3 game relatively fine.
Hmm.
I can't imagine it running PS4, PS5 level games.
Well,
Like
apparently they're going to be using some machine learning features that'll be used for something
upscaling,
called
yeah.
Metal FX
Right.
Upscaler. So yeah,
Yeah.
upscaling, I guess. They already do it on Mac, apparently. Uh, but which compare apparently on Mac, if it's comparative to the NVIDIA DLSS.
Yeah.
So
I mean I if with DLS okay, so there was
uh
what game was it that like got a lot of shit for DL? Oh, Remnant.
uh-huh.
Um, Remnant is balanced around using upscaling. Like
Uh-huh.
not balanced, but like designed. So like
Right.
if you don't use an upscaling like DLSS or like the other one, I forgot what it's called. The game actually runs like actual shit.
Huh.
But like with upscaling, it runs fine.
Okay.
So
That is
but like
hmm.
they got a lot of shit for it, and like this always bothers me, right? Like people always flock to defend this shit, and it's like, don't defend this shit. I know they're a good game and good devs, but like this shit, like defending this shit is how you get put the companies like Bethesda.
Oh no.
Right?
I mean, did you
Like,
see the Mortal Kombat 1 Switch release or Switch?
I did not.
It looks so bad. Like it looks so bad. There were like
Yeah.
memes instantly, like as soon as it
Oh
came out.
no.
But I think the devs said they're gonna work on it to improve it, but
Okay.
it's
Yeah, but like
oh.
it's still, after release, it's yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's already kind of too late.
Mhm.
I don't know if it came out, but all right, here's a graphics comparison real quick.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Oop.
All
All right. So I've muted it, but yeah, here's a quick like. Let me
Bro,
open this up.
bro. It looks like I'm playing Baldur's Gate on the lowest graphic settings. Like it actually does. No, it actually does, because I was playing it on the lowest difficulty, or not difficulty, graphics settings, and it actually looks like this.
Look at that! Oh my god.
It feels like it's just not loading the textures properly, though. Actually,
Well, this is on IGN, by the way. This is
yeah,
official footage.
it's
This
so
has to be
stupid, dude.
official footage from the devs, right?
Yeah, it is. It is. I'm
Look at that.
sure.
Yeah, so that's happening.
Oh my god.
Like you see how her mouth splits on the
Yeah, her
left,
mouth
but
doesn't
then
even
this it
split.
doesn't do
Yeah,
anything here.
yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a mess. So yeah, that's what it reminded me of. And the
Mhm.
performance is still laggy.
Mhm.
It's not as smooth, or yeah, it's kind of, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, the devs said they were gonna work on it, but oh god, this is the worst one. Yeah, that's that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe it'll
It's
be
gonna
like
need a
that
lot of
on
upscaling.
iPhone. Who knows? I don't know how they're gonna run something so big like Death Stranding though. I mean, it's a
Yeah,
pretty
Death Stranding, I
epic.
can't imagine. Like Resident Evil
Could be
4,
downscaled, I guess.
I think you can downscale it and like then upscale it. Like run it on like really low resolution and then like
Yeah.
upscale it a ton. If that works, that's fine. But like I just can't imagine it looking good enough.
So I imagine this means iPhone 15 Pro will properly support a controller to play with it, because of course there's not going
Dude,
to be on screen.
iPhone is already supporting like Genshin on iPhone can already use a controller, but
Oh,
Android can't, bro.
yeah. See, I've always played it with Androids, and yeah, Android, they claim they can, but every time I've tried, it never works.
I actually have it set up for my my Wii emulator for my
Oh,
Android, so it does work.
for me, it doesn't. I don't know. Maybe I was just using the wrong controller.
I use a PS4 controller.
Oh, huh. Why it didn't work for me then? I don't know.
Mm.
It's being a bit weird. But yeah, Death Stranding, Resident Evil 4, Village, and apparently Assassin's Creed Mirage, which is coming out this month.
I can't wait for this train wreck to
But
happen.
for iPhone 15, it'll be out in the first half of next year.
Yeah,
So that'll be interesting.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, it will be.
Uh-huh.
That just made me think of the fact that Warframe's getting a fucking phone port,
Oh
and I don't
yeah,
know how you're
Warframe's
gonna.
getting a
I
phone
don't know how
port.
you're actually gonna run. Like, I mean, the game. I can imagine like the game actually running. Like, right? Like, I don't think the game's that graphically intense, but like, I just can't imagine controlling a Warframe on phone.
Yeah.
Like
There's
with how fast you move. Like,
I
how the hell do
already
you know?
I remember when we first played it, I was already like I was trying to play with a controller, but I couldn't get used to it. So like
Yeah,
I went to keyboard, and then keyboard, of course I was still
yeah.
feeling familiar, but I feel like it's easier to adapt on keyboard. And
Yeah,
now they're
like I
gonna bring it
think
to
I think a
phone.
lot of
It's like,
people still prefer. What's up?
and now to bring it to phone, it's just like, ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I think a lot of people say they prefer like using controller, but like I just cannot.
Yeah, I thought I would be too, because I usually play with controller. I always have, and then for this, I was like,
Yeah,
no, you know what? Keyboard is much easier.
yeah, and like with how fast you have to aim to like shoot mid-air too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
the amount of aim assistance on phone is gonna have to be nuts to make up for that.
Yeah, I assume like controller players already get some assist, like as you know.
Some, but not that much.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Uh, yeah, phone will need a lot more.
Yeah,
We'll just have to see.
yeah, we'll see.
um, but yeah. Anyway, that's all the time we have for today, guys.
Yeah, thank you very much,
Yeah, thank you everyone for joining. Thank you for everyone coming by.
and thank you for hosting, sir.
Of course, of course. Yeah, is unfortunately it was just the two of us today, but it's okay. I assume we'll be all four of us back by next month.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Just I guess the only thing we didn't really talk about is our backlog games, but I think it's fine.
I think we mentioned it a little bit already.
As in like what to pick up this month, but
We'll do it in chat and then we'll post it.
we'll just wait for the others to come back and then we'll
Okay, fair.
We'll do it next month, I think.
Fair.
Hopefully
Good, then I won't
yeah,
have to put aside time to actually play those.
I mean, you still got Prey and you still got no, I'm kidding.
I did play Prey though, and I did play like a third of Elder Souls, I think.
Okay, so it's still got that. Are you gonna finish it?
Yeah.
Or you think?
I think I will, but like I
Okay.
want to focus on the others because like
Yeah.
like I'm doing it more right now because of obligation, but I do want to finish it after all of my other like games I'm excited for are done.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. So I guess yeah, we'll hopefully see you guys next week with not next week, next month with everyone here.
Yes.
And of course, we are also trying to see if we can get a Baldur's Gate session in this month. We're not sure.
That would be nice.
It would be nice. We're not sure if we will, but if you want to stay updated, just join our Discord.
Yes, please. Let me.
Yes.
There we go.
Join in on the Discord hub. Yeah, join us there. We're gonna all our updates go out there for when the stream's live, what we're gonna be up to if you're planning anything.
Yup.
Just hang out and we're there chilling. And
For sure.
Yeah. Again, thank you everyone for coming by, joining, chilling, and all the lurkers out there appreciated.
Thank you.
And we'll see you guys next month. Bye.
All right. Bye.